Hey, this is Coach Old School. And Coach Taylor hired me back to Totem Pole Nation because he said the rest of these guys suck. And especially that young whippersnapper Lambeau. Now, Coach Taylor is not going to be able to come on Totem Pole anymore. So he brought me back. He fired me, but he brought me back, Coach. And I'm so excited for the start of the NFL season. The Bears versus the Texans. Caleb Williams versus, what's that other guy's name, Coach? The quarterback, C.J. Stroud. Coach, are you excited about the start of football? This is the first time I've ever been able to talk football with you. And I'm very old school, Coach. I believe in old school football. What do you believe, Coach?
Well, I think old school fundamental football is great too. But I think sometimes when you put a little new twist on it, sometimes it helps things out a little bit. You know what I mean? Like a 2-point stance is okay. Circular force is okay. Playing long is okay. Right? Not running off the ball is okay. Yes, sir.
I totally agree. And we got My Production said, hey, well, My Productions, this is for you. Coach Taylor taught me how to do all this stuff before he left for Fork Union. Coach Taylor, I'm very, very blessed to be a part of Totem Pole Nation again, even though you fired me. And now Sportsbook Lab says late. You are exactly right, Sportsbook Lab. That's why they brought Coach.
Can you hear me? I lost some sound.
Check, Coach.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir. I can hear you, but I'm 87 years old, Coach. I can't hear too good. Can you hear me, Coach?
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you fine.
It's great, Coach. I'm blessed to be alive. I've had 37 heart attacks. Sportsbook Lab, yes, they are late. They're a bunch of losers. That's why Coach Taylor brought me back, because he said these guys suck other than Coach Jay Freeman. That young whippersnapper, Lambeau, couldn't even seal the deal with the girl in the Waffle House. Okay, Coach Old School is going to teach him a little bit of game. Sportsbook Lab, this is for you. The most expensive scrimmage in NFL history, the Chicago Bears versus the Houston Texans. Caleb Williams versus C.J. Stroud. The NFL is back, Coach. The NFL returns. Now, you're all the way out there in Washington. Not Washington, D.C., but Washington State. How do you like that, Coach?
How do I like being way out here on the West Coast? Some people call it the left coast. You know what I'm saying? It's a little different. It's a little different kind of place. And I think it's funny because I'm a Southern guy. I come from Florida, and I've been out here for a long time. Came out originally in the military. But football's good out here. I don't necessarily say it's as good as it is in the Southeast, but it's still good out here. And, some of the evidence is look at the success that Washington had last year, making it as far as they did. And, it's pretty good little football state out here.
Scorpion Princess. Coach Taylor told me a lot about you, and he's very proud of all of y'all. My prods. Sportsbook Lab, Gator, Elizabeth. This is for you, Scorpion Princess. You were not on here before Coach Taylor fired me last time. And Gator, I am very, very proud of you, Gator. You are a good American. And we love Americans, and we love wrestling. And Gator, this is for you. Coach Taylor taught me how to do all this stuff before he left for Fork Union Military Academy.
Gator is in the house.
He's wearing a
Elizabeth said, hi, Coach Old School, Coach Bald, and Coach Jay Freeman. Elizabeth, this is for you.
Elizabeth is in the house.
Gator said Florida's in the house. And then Elizabeth said, I think Coach Old School is Coach Troy. Well, a lot of people have thought that before, but that is not true. I actually grew up with Coach Taylor's dad, and I played football for the Appalachian Bulldogs. Dwight Freeney, Coach. Dwight Freeney. Howard Mudd was a great friend of mine, and Coach Mudd invented the technique of spinning and boxing out the defensive lineman when Dwight Freeney would spin. Let's see who this. Randy Bradshaw from the Denver Broncos. Old School, I've been waiting to meet you, brother. Well, I am here, and I am in the flesh. I did not die. Lambeau said that I died. I did not die. That young whippersnapper, I can't wait to see him. I'm going to put him over my knee. And look who it is. Coach Taylor's great friend. I can't wait to meet him coming out of Boston. The one and only Bobby Nizzo. Bobby Nizzo is the stream audio only.
Bobby Nizzo.
Elizabeth. Classes in. Well, Elizabeth, I have glaucoma, and Coach Taylor told me I needed to go see Bobby Nizzo or Howard Schotsky, that they had something that could help me with my glaucoma.
Glaucoma?
Yes, sir. I got glaucoma. Coach Taylor said you and Coach Howard Schotsky had something that could help me with my glaucoma.
Oh, yeah.
Gator, laugh out loud. Elizabeth said, not Lambeau saying that. Well, me and Lambeau go way back. And
what's up, Coach?
Misty McMichael. Yes, sir.
Coach Old School. I like it.
Coach Troy, laugh out loud. Coach Troy is not allowed to come on here anymore. Dwight Freeney. That's what I'm looking for. Dwight Freeney. Coach Bobby Nizzo. In the Granite 617. Julius Peppers, the Carolina Panthers. Was he a bad man?
A bad man.
You're right. Definitely. I agree.
He played basketball for Dean Smith.
Yeah,
that's what a bad man he was.
That too. Yep.
Elizabeth, Coach Troy had to go to Fort Union Military Academy. Patrick Willis, the best linebacker money can buy. Hugh Freeze, Ed Orgeron, y'all did a great job of getting people to adopt kids and sending them to Ole Miss. Glaucoma, that's right. Jersey Lives 69. This is what
you need, my friend. This is what you need.
Jets. Elizabeth said, this is too funny. Look, I got fired. Coach Troy Taylor fired me around before last football season. But now that he's gone to coach Fort Union Military Academy, he said, Coach Old School, I need you to come back.
Wow.
But there's a guy I don't like, and that's that Coach Goat. That Coach Goat is a fraud. And that Coach Goat, I got an issue with him. When I see him, Bobby Nizzo, I'm going to give him that liver punch. And then I'm going to go to his face. And I'm going to use an elbow, Coach. I can't wait to see Coach Goat. I love you, Coach Old School. Everybody loves Coach Old School, especially the ladies. Any woman that is 80 and above loves Coach Old School. Coach Jay Freeman, are you excited about the NFL being back, the most expensive scrimmage in the history, the Hall of Fame game, NFL history, Bears versus the Texans, Caleb Williams versus C.J. Stroud? I'm too young for you. Yes, ma'am. I only date women that are 80 and above, okay, because I don't need no young whippersnapper taking my money from me again.
I love it.
You love it, Nizzo.
Hey, Coach Old School, I heard one time that you were talking to all the ladies around the Sanka pot, and you decided that, you had these pickup lines. And one of the pickup lines was you wanted to restart or reset her pacemaker. And I was trying to tell Lambeau about that when he was trying to meet the ladies. Maybe he could take some pointers from you, Coach Old School.
Lambeau doesn't even know how to talk. I tried to, Coach Taylor had him in the Waffle House, and had him a beautiful young lady, and he asked her how much money she made per hour. That is not something you ask a woman when you first meet her. How about your name? Or how are you doing today? You look very beautiful. Nice to meet you. My name is Lambo Calrissian. Lambo can talk too. Well,
Pleased to meet you.
yes. Bobby
The old-
Nizzo.
The
Have you
old Rolling
heard
Stones.
of the one and only Coach Old School before today?
I thought I was old school, the golden era, but y'all way old school.
DCL said, is that Coach Old School or Coach Taylor? This is Coach Old School. Coach Taylor fired me. There's the Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio. And one of my friends, Paul Brown. Yeah, Paul Brown fired by Art Modell. Look at Troy Aikman. His skin is the same color as his jacket. That is amazing.
Orange?
It is amazing that Troy Aikman's face is the same color as his gold jacket. And look at the hair plugs that Joe Buck's son has. Those are the greatest hair plugs in the history of the world. His hair plugs are nicer than mine, and mine are natural.
Do you remember those jackets, Coach Old School, from the old school?
Yes.
Howard Cosell used to wear those.
Yes. Howard Cosell Jr. Where is Howard Cosell? Muhammad Ali.
What did he say? What did he
Is
say?
Howard Cosell Jr. taking bong hits? Elizabeth, you're so funny. I'm dying from laughing. When I wake up in the morning, I laugh because I'm still alive. Yes, I'm a warlord.
They all love Coach Old School.
Yes, and I love you, Bobby Nizzo, because you are a great American from a great city, Boston, Massachusetts, the same place that Edgar Allan Poe, who is one of my favorite. He is the funniest poet of all time. I love it. Makes me feel good when I read me a good Edgar Allan Poe story. DCL, it's both. DCL, I thought so. DCL, I love Coach Old School. Elizabeth, I'm a shower, y'all. Going to be playing in the background. Elizabeth, thank you very much. Bobby Nizzo, they said they got a lot of viewers this morning. How do you feel about the start of the NFL season, and how in the world did Troy Aikman lose Lori Morgan? Good gosh, that is a woman. Lori Morgan is a woman. But look at him and look at his face. They say he looks like a white Jay-Z. Have you ever seen a resemblance?
A little bit. Now that you say it, you know what? I never thought about that.
Hey, Coach.
Yeah, go ahead, Coach Freeman.
Hey, you know, when he was at Oklahoma playing for Barry Switzer, and he got his leg broke by Jerome Brown and Jimmy Johnson in the Miami Hurricanes, and that was 1985. That was 1985. And they shipped him off to California, baby. UCLA, sunshine and movie stars. And that's when that skin color started turning into looking like that jacket. Would you agree?
No, I think his is sprayed on. He's the sprayed on. He got a spray on tan.
Well, I'm saying that's that California, Coach Old School. That's that California for you. It's all fake, baby.
Yeah, California is a separate country to me. I don't go to California, and I don't even know how to spell it. I don't know where it is, but they say it's a nice place.
Burn, Hollywood, burn.
No, all the people in California that are worth a crap over the last 30 years have all moved to Washington State.
That's true. That's true, Coach Freeman.
NFL football, the Pro Football Hall of Fame game, the Chicago Bears versus the Houston Texans. Caleb Williams, the superstar quarterback. He's such a superstar, Bobby Nizzo. They're saying that Caleb Williams is the next Tom Brady. How do you feel about that?
Oh,
there's Coach Old School.
Wow. I don't know about that, man. Is he gonna he's gotta get the first ring first and then get 6 more after that. It's not easy.
Well, he's got plenty of rings. He's got enough rings. He looks like Liberace when he puts them all on. It acts like him too. But
There's
Jay
another
Freeman,
name I haven't heard in a while.
yes, Liberace. You remember Liberace when he came on TV?
Yes,
Chargers
I do.
bolt. Go Chargers, go. Jim Harbaugh is old school. I knew his daddy. I knew his daddy when he coached at Western Kentucky. He's a great football coach.
Yes, sir.
And my mentor, Bo Schembechler and Woody Hayes, loved Jim Harbaugh and his daddy. This is the kickoff, ladies and gentlemen, of the American football season, not the communist football season.
I love it.
Indians look the most beautiful. I totally agree. I had me a young Indian young lady. I had her for a week one night, and she showed me love. I'm telling you, I did not want to leave that teepee. Now, what is up with this kickoff? What is up with this kickoff?
Coach, then there's the newfangled
Our game
rule.
of American football. What is that?
Yeah, that's
I'm
strange.
going to break my TV. Did the return team have their backs to the kickoff team?
It didn't even look like anyone kicked off.
What is going on? I think that George Soros has infiltrated the NFL. This is unbelievable. A 3-step drop hitch. That's the greatest thing ever invented.
It's un-American.
He's un-American. That's exactly right.
That's un-American. I agree.
It's un-American. That kickoff is un-American. Roger Goodell, you should have been fired a long time ago.
A long time ago.
And you're participating in that NBC Olympics. Yeah, we know what you like, Roger Goodell. The same thing with Dave Portnoy.
Put Coach Freeman in there as the commissioner.
Yes, sir.
He'll fix that.
A good American. Outside zone. Boom. Well, I tell you, that Chicago defense reminds me of what a hot knife going through butter looks like. That was the coach. That was like Coach Taylor said, chip, chip, bye. Elizabeth said, laugh out loud. Elizabeth said, go Ravens. Aiden Brody the boy says, let's up. Stargrove, good evening, Total Pole Nation. Coach Taylor taught me how to do all this stuff. Bobby Nizzo, he said, Coach Old School, you got to come back because these other guys suck. They are all. He said they talk about being content creators. They talk about that they want to not work when they turn 30, but none of them's here other than you two.
I've been working my whole life, man. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Football back. Elizabeth, Coach Old School. Apparently, Caleb Williams ain't playing tonight. I know. Who does he think he is? TB12? Barker out of Blasco's. What the F is this? All of you are big SHIT eaters. Well, they're Baraka Belasco. Are you related to Baraka something else? Are you a CIA agent? You might be Baraka. Or is it Baracko? Or is it Baracko? Or is it Michelle? Or is it Michael?
All of you are big shit eaters.
Shimmer,
hey, give Gator a wrench in there so you get
saying that the
put people on timeout.
The NFL is back, and I thought that was the Atlanta Falcons. That's the Houston Texans? When did the Houston Texans turn into the Atlanta Falcons? What is going
-3
on?
too, Coach Old School. -3.
When did the Bears turn into the Falcons and the Texans turn into? What is going on? Is this still the NFL or is this the Russian Football League? Elizabeth Garbrovich, Coach Troy, laugh out loud. No, this is actually Coach Old School. Coach Old School is back because I heard Sarah Blake Cheek was coming back. And if Sarah Blake Cheek is coming back, Coach Old School's coming back. Elizabeth, are you old? And yes, I'm back. Ghouls, I'm 87 years old. Old is relative and old is a number. I feel like I'm 35. I feel like me and Bobby Nizzo could go out there and knock somebody out tonight.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm feeling about. Ghouls, this is for you. I'm like Coach Taylor said, I'm feeling froggy and I want somebody to jump. Elizabeth said she's dying from laughing. Gator said CIA. Exactly. CIA has infiltrated football. Stargrove, Elizabeth, Coach Troy is really flexing his theatrical muscles today. Actually, this is not a flex of any type of muscles because I don't have any muscles. I have pills for my one muscle, and I can't take those but once a month. Gator, he's back, people. That's exactly right. I'm back, and I'm better than ever. Elizabeth, for real, I'm laughing so hard. Age is just a number unless you're Bill Belichick or Drake. And Ben Roethlisberger, they like him young. What have you seen so far, Stargrove? I thought Lambeau was going to be here tonight. Lambeau is all talk and no action. Lambeau, yes. Bobby Nizzo is shaking his head. Lambeau is a young whippersnapper. He don't know how to work. He don't know how to grind. I grew up in the coal mines of Southwest Virginia. Yeah.
Rough work.
They didn't even put meat on our biscuit. All they would do is take the sausage patty, put it in the biscuit, and smash it down, take the meat out, and put the biscuit in a bag. You didn't get to eat the meat. You just got the grease.
The little grease stain.
Yes, Lambeau, yeah. You thought a lot of things. But Lambeau thought something. Maybe, only way Lambeau is getting out of this is if he took that young, pretty lady from Waffle House out tonight. Do you think the NFL is rigged? Do you think that the sky is blue? They was throwing the World Series when I was a kid.
Maybe.
They were throwing the World Series when I was a kid. I can remember listening to it on the radio. Yeah. The Chicago Black Sox.
Well, the Black Sox scandal.
Was Joe Jackson.
Hey, I got some really cool art of him.
Huh?
He's buried in Greenville, South Carolina.
He's a great American. He did not cheat. He did not throw the World Series, and they still won't let him in. That's because of Bart Giamatti and the rest of the communists. Elizabeth, Coach Old School, please come back. From where? I don't even know where I am right now. Coach Taylor said, sit here, and here's a phone. Ishmael, whoever reads this is dumb. Well, Ishmael, I really appreciate you putting that comment, and I really appreciate Ishmael. Elizabeth, apparently Coach Troy took Lambeau to Waffle House and asked the girl how much they make per hour. Yes, he did. Stargrove, considering Lambeau is convinced that the man from Seoul will be paying him $2,000 by the end of the season, you think he'd be here for the start of it all? Yes, if you wanted to be a content creator and Totem Pole Nation, when I was on Totem Pole Nation, we used to get 50 people. And they got how many people this morning that watched this terrible show?
75,000.
And where's Lambeau that wants to be a content creator? Where's Coach Ball, the CEO? Which football would you choose to play? Middle school, high school, college, or NFL? I think Ghouls, I think I'd play the one they paid me for. And it means not for long. So what is your professional opinion? Now, this guy right here, who is this coach that's got the spike haircut? He's got gel in his hair, and he's got his hair slicked back. He looks like he's some type of pretty boy. He got his hair. This coach, is that the coach from the Bears? Like, I do not think that football coaches should be wearing gel in their hair. And Bill Belichick didn't wear gel in his hair. I don't think you should be wearing gel in your hair there, young whippersnapper. Coach Jay Freeman, what do you think?
The only good coach that I know that ever wore a lot of gel in his hair was Jimmy Johnson.
And that's hairspray.
Yes, sir. And when you ask people about Jimmy Johnson's hair, because I used to not like Jimmy just because of his hair. But then I found out what happened. He's such a tough guy that when he was a kid growing up in Port Arthur, Texas, he used to bam his head against the concrete sometimes when he's playing football and wrestling outside and boxing outside, and he'd cut up his head and scar it up. And so the only way he can cover those scars is to let his hair grow a little bit and spike it up.
Yes, just kind of like that scar that Bobby Nizzo has. Hey, Bobby Nizzo, show me that little scratch you got on your skull there. Well, that's a good one. That is a good. Elizabeth said, I think Coach Ball disappeared somewhere. Gould said, then what position would you play in the NFL? I will play corner safety. I played on defense, and I played wherever they had somebody that they couldn't handle. They said, Coach Old School, you go in there and you play right there.
Put down.
In a big old pile. And we didn't wear face masks when I played. And I looked in the pile and I saw this big, juicy calf. And I decided this is old school. I was going to take a big old chunk out of that calf. And I said, oh.
Look at how much time that quarterback had to throw the freaking pass. Damn.
It ended up being my own calf. Elizabeth, I had to leave and stop laughing. Jimmy Johnson is the best. He's a great friend of mine. Hopefully he will be coming on the podcast here in a few minutes. Sportsbook Labs. Texas offense looks nice. Yes. Is that the Texans or is that the Falcons? I'm telling you, look at Steve Harvey's teeth. I mean, those things look like chiclets. Ghouls. Where do you think about the Chiefs defense last year? I think that Spagnoli and I think that defensive line coach is a bad mamma jamma. And I think that as long as they got them, the rest of the NFL is in trouble. Elizabeth, Coach Old School, please come in the morning. Well, I'm on medication. And when I take my medication and I go to sleep, I do not know where I'm going to wake up at. Now, I'm glad to see this guy because I talked to that young whippersnapper earlier, and that young whippersnapper told me that we had a new feller who was a lieutenant colonel that had been added to totem pole. And Laszlo had told me that he was going to knock out the lieutenant colonel. He was going to hit him right in the temple, and he was going to put him to sleep. That's what Lambo was telling me earlier. Elizabeth, I hate the Chiefs because they beat the Ravens. And hi, Man from Soul. Man from Soul. My name is Coach Old School, and I'm so glad to meet you. Thank you for your service for this great country of America, and thank you for keeping us free from all the communists. What do you think about the kickoff, the communist kickoff that Roger Goodell has brought to the NFL?
Man, first of all, it's a pleasure to meet you, man. I've heard so many good things about you. Troy was a little bit, when we talked about you, he was a little bit like, I don't even know if I want to mess with this guy anymore. So I was like, dude, this is entertainment. Just let the guy, at least come back. But it's good to finally meet you in person. We talked about you a lot. And again, I tried. I was on your side, man. I was trying to convince that knucklehead to let you back on the show.
Yes, Coach Taylor got fired again. He will get fired again very soon. It's always evident. He fired me. He's going to Fort Union. He can't come on here anymore. Gator said laugh out loud. Indy Granite, laugh out loud. Elizabeth, it was horrible according to Coach Old School Ghouls. What do you think about Travis getting a touchdown over Hamilton in the playoffs last year? The Baltimore Ravens versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, what do you think about that, Man from Soul? You're a pretty big Kansas City Chiefs fan. My old friend, Andy Reid, I used to coach with him at BYU. Yes, they let me go to BYU for a day, and then they fired me. They said, what is that kickoff? I cannot stand to see a kickoff return team have their back turned to the kickoff team. That is un-American.
First time I've ever seen this.
Are you kidding me?
Hey, Coach Old School.
That's like when we played football when we was a kid on the kickoff and throw the ball.
Hey, Coach Old School.
I'm coming to see you, Lucille. I'm coming to see you.
Hey, Coach Old School. That's what we would do when we were going high tempo wing T and we wanted to make them adjust really quick. We say, hey, defense, turn your back to them. And then you got to turn around real quick and then adjust, right?
When
what
did they
the heck
stop?
On a kickoff return?
When did they stop playing defense in the NFL? When did
I
they
don't understand how we're watching this in the NFL before high school or college football. This is craziness.
Look at the guy with the iPad. He's got to have an iPad to know that he just got ran through like Marilyn Monroe at the Kennedy's birthday party. I mean, what is going on? Are you kidding me?
Oh, I love it.
Are you kidding me? This is the NFL.
Coach
Nizzo.
That's how they
Nizzo.
got all those
What's
tunnels
It goes
inside
to
the White
another
House.
level, man.
Oh,
always-
it's too
Last
cool.
question. I'm out. Don't leave, Ghouls. We need you, man. I'm out. What do you think about the draft pick that the Chiefs took, Xavier Worthy? Xavier Worthy, what do you think, man? From Seoul, great American lieutenant colonel. The UFL can have it back.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable.
Well, hey, look, that's a great. Hey, Coach Old School. Listen, man. Everyone wants to focus on the first round pick and the guy running a 4.21 and basically running out of Lucas Oil. But you know what? I haven't heard since they made that draft pick. The fact that Hollywood Brown is on the team too. Oops. They have. You know what? And again, I'll go back to 89 or whatever when John Elway had a chance to three-peat. There ain't no one close to this. This team is on paper with no injuries is way better than last year's roster. Going into a three-peat. Think about that.
Look at this quarterback that's in there right now for the Browns. He looks like a poor man's Trevor Lawrence. He played Division II football at Shepherd for my friend, Ernie McCord. Look at that kid, and look at that guy. Look at him.
Yeah.
Look at that guy. I would not want that guy being the quarterback of my football team.
Why not?
To pick up my wardrobe, I would want it, but I'd rather have the poor man's Trevor Lawrence that played at a D2 school in West Virginia. What is going on with the NFL? And you worship Roger Goodell. Roger Goodell is an idiot. He is a complete moron. He does not know anything. He's an idiot. Look at this clown. Look at him. He's been hanging around with Howard Schotsky and Bobby Nizzo. I can tell by his eyes. Look at him. Hargrove. I thought the NFL used that Wish tablet by Microsoft. Did they really switch to iPads? No, they got Microsoft. And Microsoft. Yes.
Would you rather have Paul Tagliabue than who you got now?
Yes. I would rather have Pete Rozelle if I had my choice.
Yeah, of course.
JK, wow, Coach Old School is back. I am back. Coach Taylor said that Totem Pole Nation sucked. He said he needed to fire Coach Bald. He needed to fire Lambeau. He needed to fire Brandon Toms. He said Paul's good half the time, but the two guys at the bottom, they actually do a good job and show up. And they don't get paid anything. Goals. Yeah, hey. Has weapons. Elizabeth 7-0. Elizabeth, Texas is winning. Elizabeth, Roger is an idiot. Yeah, I agree. You need to be a commissioner. I think that Roger Goodell likes giving those first rounders hugs too much. If you ask me, Gator, laugh out loud. Look at these guys. Caleb Williams, DeAndre Swift, Keenan Allen, Rome Odunze. One of my friends coaches for the Chicago Bears, the wide receiver coach, Chris Beatty. He was a great high school football coach and for Virginia. Percy Harvin. Look at this guy, Ryan Poles.
Excuse me.
There you go. What room was that there? That was duo, Coach.
Yeah, I gotta go get on
duo. That was duo. Who is this guy? Got a big old chain around his neck. Got
two chains.
Boom, boom.
I think Coach Paul's on to something. He was saying the Biz, looking good this year. I agree with him.
Said, don't fire Coach Lambeau. Coach Lambeau is going to fire himself. I'm going to die from laughing so hard. It sucks that last year Bryce Young got selected to a bad team. Well, that's what happens when you're the number one pick. Goals 18. Goals 18, and Elizabeth, this is for you. Look at Tyson Baggett.
Dude, he's so funny. He's wearing that mask. He's doing this voice. It's so funny.
It is, man.
So it's live streaming the game.
It's awesome. I love it. I love it.
Hey,
The Houston Texans are beating the Chicago
hey,
Bears.
Coach Jay Freeman.
And look who it is. It's
Uh-oh.
actually a guy that knows football, unlike Lambeau. It's a guy that actually knows what he's talking about, and that is Brandon Toms from Gaffney, South Carolina, coaching at Rock Hill, South Carolina. He actually knows football. Lambeau does not know football. Lambeau is an imposter. He don't even know how to pick up women. Brandon Toms, Coach Taylor has told me a lot about you. And who is that, Raheem Morse? Or is that Nico Lyons? I can't even tell the difference between the Texans and the Falcons. Am I colorblind? What is wrong, Brandon Toms, with the NFL? What is wrong with that kickoff?
And you might be colorblind if you can't tell the difference between the Texans and the Falcons. You might need to get that checked out.
The uniforms look exactly the same.
Jay Freeman. You got
What's
18
up?
weeks. You got 18 weeks of this in you.
I don't
Well,
think
you
I
know-
will be alive much longer.
Well, you
I'm
know,
not going to be able to make it through 1 week because Lambeau wants to be a content creator. He wants to be a content creator. Ugh. And where is he at? Got a bear on the screen, wants to watch Travis Kelce and got a Captain Morgan, the pirate. What kind of communist stuff is this?
it's
Old school.
definitely you're in the right direction. This is kind of some
Elizabeth
crap.
Bryce Young was bad, though. You can't just hate that team. Madness, are you still on crack? Madness, what in the Plant City, Florida is going on? Somebody said daddy, oh yeah. Ghouls, Elza, yeah, I know. Madness, have you ever came back from the other side, the dark side of the moon? I don't think so. Mark,
Still
thank
there.
you for commenting. I don't speak Mandarin. Elizabeth, I think that man from Seoul does. Elizabeth, Coach Oath was definitely blind. Well, I got cataracts, but Bobby Nizu and the agent Howard Shotsky gave me something for my cataracts. Gator
We'll
said
send
18 weeks. What do you
Send you
think,
some more.
man? Seoul, we got the Houston Texans. We got the Chicago Bears at Canton, Ohio. And they're playing at the Pro Football Hall of Fame. What do you think there, man, from Seoul or the guy with the red beard?
I'm glad it's back. I'm glad to see Brandon Toms, my guy.
I'm back, man.
He's in the house. Look, man, it's good to see football on TV, but man, I I didn't expect Troy to exit stage left so early. He said he was going to run this thing tonight and kick off the season, and he just hightailed it out of here because he was watching Coach Jay Freeman talking to players on the field this morning. He's like, I'm going to coach.
He said y'all were
I'm out
awful.
of here.
He said y'all were awful, and he could not do it anymore, and he couldn't take it. He said he was tired of seeing him and Howard Shotsky at 7:30 in the morning and a guy with the black screen in Washington. He said he was gone, and that's it. And he said, you guys have a good life. Yes.
Yeah,
So how have you been, Brandon Thomas? How does it feel to be out of a commonwealth? See, Virginia is a commonwealth like Massachusetts, Massachusetts. Do y'all have state tax in South Carolina?
Yeah, we do. We do, but it's not as high as it is there in the Commonwealth of Virginia.
Hey,
See, that
if
was
you
curl
want to find
flat.
out what taxes really is, come out here. Oh,
That was
my
curl
God.
flat. That was curl flat. That is an inside out read. I was listening to a coach telling me about what a youth league coach was doing, and he said they couldn't do that. I said, well, Bill Walsh could. This guy talking about 5-step drop, full field reads, running off a guy and hitting something underneath. I mean, these guys are a bunch of idiots. They don't know anything. Pro I left. What play was that, coach? Power. Right down their throat. Boom. Did you see that, Brandon Toms?
Yes, I did. Love
That
the
was
old
ADAT
ballad.
power.
Love
Did you
it.
see that, Jay Freeman?
Yes, sir. I
Who
seen the
is this
Bears
guy?
playing some decent defense too.
Who is this guy they're talking to?
Bears look good on defense, but it's like they play three plays, then they take one off. It seems
Well,
like
we
right now.
call that defense the Vaseline defense.
The Vaseline
Right
defense.
there. That's the Vaseline defense.
Power.
I like that one.
I like power.
More than 3 yards.
Yo, that was an old LC Bird play right there. Power.
It's an old
IMAC.
Michigan play. It's an old Michigan play. It's an old Ohio State play. It's an old Woody Hayes play. It's an old Bo Schembechler play. It's an old Woody. You got Joe Bugle. You got Alex Gibbs was offensive line coach. They're all friends of mine. They're all dead.
What
Hey,
about
Coach Old School?
Times and Jay Freeman, I would get y'all a good job, but all my friends are dead.
I appreciate it, Coach Old School.
You're welcome, buddy.
Hey,
And that was what I was right there. That Coach Taylor told me earlier today. Bootleg one way, throw the ball back the other way. Ain't that what he said earlier today there, Jay Freeman?
yes, sir. Get him running. Get him running the wrong way.
With Coach Taylor. Was that like a bomb exploded? What did he have y'all looking at?
Oh,
what did he look at when he wanted to study football?
Oh, Coach Taylor, you guys, this was really smart. Is he had us pull up last year's Super Bowl game, and he had the offensive coordinator and the O-line coach stand next to each other and act like they were talking to each other on a headset. But what they were doing is talking in real time about what the NFL teams were doing to each other in real time in simple language. And I thought it was really smart from Coach Troy Taylor. I thought it was very smart, Coach Old School.
Let's do it right now. Watch this.
Agree.
Let's do it. Let's do it right now. What you got? You want the defense or offense there, Jay Freeman?
Whatever. We can do it however you want it.
I'll take the defense, 2nd and 10.
Okay. That's nice how he avoids pressure, right?
Man, what was up with that cornerback?
On this side, too high. They rolled, cover 3.
Whoa.
They rolled strong.
I got doubles
Cover
right.
three, roll to the field.
He threw it too
Did
high.
they roll to the field there, Coach O scored? They roll to the boundary.
Field.
Roll to the field. See, I like rolling to the boundary.
There's no difference between the boundary and the field in the NFL, Coach Toms.
The hash marks are so close together.
Too funny, man.
I would love to coach against you. You roll into the boundary in high school because there's only about 18 yards to cover.
Yeah. Hey, that's why I always tell people watch FIB, watch formation boundary, and watch when they put heavy sets into the boundary. What are they trying to do to you? Oh, there we go.
That like button. Smash that like button, people.
Hey, Coach Old School.
Like button.
Coach Old School.
Where is Lambo? Lambo has tapped out. Who is that
Coach
guy
Old-
that was number 10 on that list, Bobby Nizzo, that would not get off his stool?
Coach, I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Back when you coached, how did you guys identify the Mike linebacker? Did you guys say 53 is the Mike and 49 is the Mike?
It doesn't matter who the Mike is. When I coached football, it was a 7-man front or a 6-man front or a 5-man front. Okay, so when you got a 6-man front, they're either in a 6-5 or a 6-2. So if you got 2 backers in there, whichever one you call is the Mike is the Mike. If it's a 6-1, the Mike is the guy in the middle. Now, if it's a 7 diamond, then you got one in there. It's that simple there, young
Coach Old School is on.
Big brain that went to William and
Locked
Mary.
in. Locked in.
Hey, Coach Old School, I was going to ask you about that 7 diamond by Greasy Neal. I was going to see if you knew what to do with that one. The 7 diamond by Greasy Neal.
The ADD. We're going to have ADD when I
We're,
bring it over here
we're
right
banging
to
our head on the
Buck
goalpost.
You're going to have
Block
ADD
down, kick
for a
out.
long time.
Bucknell kick out. The
Block
great.
out,
Hey,
kick
Coach
out,
Freeman.
we're hitting our head on the goalpost.
When you got a bell cow, it's a great little league defense.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
great defense on any level.
Yeah.
It's a
7
great
diamonds.
defense.
Well,
All these people want to run a 3 down front. They don't even tell me how many snaps you see tonight of 3 down. I have not seen one. And this is the greatest league in the world with the greatest quarterbacks. Now, there may be some extraterrestrials that play football in other universes and other dimensions that I don't know about, but this is the greatest league in the world. I have not seen any 3 down. It's all 4 down and 5 down. Correct me if I'm wrong, because this is a communist football league now. This is watching the CFL.
well, it is. It's a little different.
American to watch this.
It's a little different, but you know what's funny to me is you got 100 names for things, but it's still a 50 defense.
Quarters. Nobody in the boundary. Look at these geniuses play pass coverage. Watch this. This is stealing right here. Nobody in the flat. They're playing quarter coverage. Watch this.
Wide
Bunch
open.
of geniuses.
Wide open.
They're so smart. Look at that guy playing with his hair. He'd rather play with his hair than play football. Look at that big old chain he has. If I was playing against him, I'd snatch his chain and punch him right in his mouth.
I agree.
4 down. Boom. Let's go. Let's go.
Trips bunch left.
Boom. Outside zone. Who is
There
this
you go.
guy number 3?
Hey, what channel are you guys watching?
I'm
ESPN.
watching Tank Dell. I'm watching
ESPN.
the antenna ears.
ESPN Plus.
He's on antennas. Dude, he don't even have cable. He's
I got
Still
antenna
black and
ears,
white?
rabbit ears. It's free.
A black and white with tinfoil on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a wood box.
I don't think these young cats even understand what that means.
They don't know nothing.
Hey, I had a TV one time. The only show I could get was MASH.
It's a great show. What do y'all
It
think
is.
about, what do y'all think about Thunder Lips?
Thunder Lips Houlihan? Hell yeah, man. I love it. Now,
agree
Colonel
too.
Blake's another story. I don't know how he's ever getting in them drawers.
He's from
But-
Daytona Beach. I spent a week at Daytona one night.
You spent a week in one night?
Yeah, it was a hell of a
I spent
time.
a week there one
No,
night.
that
That was
was-
a heck of a night.
Now, Coach Old School, that one Daytona Beach, it was Holopod Junction.
You know it, Gator. You remember.
I
that.
ended up in the clink.
In the
I think I
clink.
might have seen Bobby Diaz over there.
Well, listen, hey, Coach Old School, were you at Freaknik or what were you doing at Daytona Beach?
I was one of the original guys that started spring break. I actually was on spring break from World War II, and we actually started Daytona spring break before MTV. Yes, we did. We were the first ones because they have like some type of Army base or Air Force base down there.
They do.
Hey, Coach Old School can say whatever he wants, but I know he was creeping through the campus of Bethune-Cookman Wildcats. I know what you were doing, Coach. You can't lie to me about it now.
Hold on. I got somebody at my door. Hold on for a second there, you young whippersnappers.
Maybe it's Lambo. Maybe he's going to bring you some chicken strips.
Oh shit. He is the best. I'm telling you.
Hey,
I gotta be
Lizzo,
real.
Lizzo.
I gotta be real.
Yeah, but-
Lizzo,
I got on here-
dude, I've never
Hey.
seen you just so.
Hey, bro, I got on here. I was looking at him, and I was like looking at him. I was rubbing my eyes like this. I was like, "Is that Howard come out of the basement?" I mean, what? I was trying to figure out what the hell I was looking at. I was like, "What's wrong with his mouth, bro? Like, did he get his mouth cut open? I mean, what is wrong with?"
It's a hell of a mask, I'll tell you.
Hey,
man.
It's classic,
Bobby
dude. Hey,
Ningo.
that's what I'm saying, dude. Dude, you were like, man, the best thing about this season, I just get to hang out with a bunch of guys and watch football. It's more than that, bro.
Yeah, it's more than that, brother. No doubt.
Hey, but the reason, I got to be real with you guys. Oh my God. The head umpire is here.
Holy
See,
shit.
you guys are everything that's wrong about football, including that crazy guy, my friend, Coach Old School. Now, Bobby Nizzo, you need to be arrested immediately. It is a shame the things that you are teaching these young people. I would love to referee your boxing match because I would kick you out of the ring, and then I would immediately have you arrested again because you are a terror and you are like Ozzy Osbourne. You are corrupting the minds of the youth. Bad things, man. Bad things. This is the crazy referee, man.
First time I've ever heard that one.
It's
Hey,
over.
Coach
hey,
Old
are you
School.
the head umpire?
Hold on.
What the hell's going on? Oh my God. It's Officer Smith.
Oh shit.
The fucking Matrix is reloaded.
Crazy referee, and Coach Taylor, who is the most penalized coach of all time, called me and told me that there was a guy named Bobby Nizzo, and Shay Freeman, and a guy who really loves Jimbo Fisher. And Coach Taylor is a threat to the game of football. And anyone who does not like that kickoff is to teach player safety. And if you do not support player safety, I don't support you, man.
Wait,
Hey,
wait,
I gotta ask you a question, head
wait
referee.
a minute. Wait a minute. There's a guy
Head
up in the
referee.
Commonwealth of Mass. We need to send it. We need to send the paramedics. It's
No,
grim.
man. I got a question for the head referee. It's a serious question. Are you ready, head referee?
Yes, sir. I'm ready. I've been
I wanna
refereeing
know-
longer than you've been alive. I've
Oh.
been
Hey,
reffing
you're
longer
a
than you've been
Sanka
since you guys
drinking
to
blind
hold.
fool. You're a Sanka drinking blind fool, and you don't know nothing. Why don't you get that little rule book out of your pocket and read it a couple times?
That's one. That's
Okay,
one.
I got another one for you. Pick up that flag.
Watch
Listen,
this.
referee.
You're out of the
Referee.
game. That's
No,
two. That's two unsportsmanlikes, and you have been ejected from the game the same way you've been hanging around that Coach Taylor, and he is a bad influence on you. He's a bad influence on you. See,
No, Coach,
I'm the
no, he
referee and I make the rules. And if you get 2 flags, you are kicked out of the game. Did you know that, Bobby Nizzo?
3 strikes, you're out, not 2.
No, at
You're
2.
way old school, brother.
15-yard penalties, and we kick Coach Taylor out of the game.
No, I like Coach Taylor.
I'm going to allow him to come back if he's got a better attitude.
Coach Taylor's good people.
People say that I'm on a power trip. Bobby Nizzo, have you ever met any cops that were on a power trip?
You've got to ask him a question.
A few.
See, that's what's wrong. Is people like you and Coach Taylor think that cops and referees are out to get you. And that is totally wrong, what y'all are teaching these young people. Now, let me sit back and see if we're changing the safety of the game, because that's all I'm about is player safety.
Nah, there's good cops out there.
No, referee, I have to ask you a question, sir, respectfully. I've never been ejected before. I've never been ejected.
You keep hanging around Coach Troy Taylor, and you will be ejected. Watch.
Oh, no, the kickoff. But I got to ask you another question. Please, I need to ask you a serious football NFL question, and you're the only one that can answer it.
Yes, sir.
That yellow handkerchief that you're holding.
Yes, sir.
Is that the actual handkerchief that blinded Zeus or Orlando Brown? Is that the same one? Did you throw that flag and blind Zeus?
No, it is not. But that was that player's fault because he was trying to attack that referee, and that referee threw that flag, and he was protecting himself. That was self-defense. And that's because you guys can't even get referees to referee your games because you mistreat us. And that was self-defense, in my opinion.
Well, you're right, referee. Can I tell you one thing we did at our high school to be successful? We went out and found an ex-Pac-12 official that knew all the rules, and we had him yell at the other referees, and they were scared out of their mind every Friday night.
Well, I'm 80 years old, and I'm available to work. I only charge $50 a game. But I'm not even worth $50 because most officials are terrible. But I'm actually one of the good officials. Look at that. That was a spear. That should have been a flag. That guy led with his head, and that is what's wrong with this game. It's too dangerous. That was a 15-yard penalty. That player should be ejected and banned from playing the game ever again.
Hey, can I ask you a question again? Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
At what point do you take your cojones and put them in a purse and turn into a referee? When does that occur?
Well, actually, the referees do more for the game than the coaches. And the fans actually come to watch the referees referee. The fans do not come to watch the players. And the fans do not come to watch the coaches. They come to watch the referees throw flags. And that's the whole deal, is that the referees are the show. No one cares about the players. They're all there to see the referees. Bobby Nizzo, have you ever met a referee that thinks it's all about them?
Yeah, and Pop Warner. Yeah, a few real
Fans come to the
ignorant,
game.
friggin' really dumb fucking refs.
Fans come to the game, Lieutenant Colonel, to watch the referees. Fans come to the game to watch penalties being thrown. The more flags, the better the game is. Do you agree with this, Lieutenant Colonel?
Are you still a referee?
Well, I actually am the person that teaches referees how to referee. And I teach them that the game is all about you and that your job is to throw penalties on the coaches like Jay Freeman and Coach Troy Taylor. And
yeah, and I know why Troy doesn't like you. Because that's why. That's the problem.
It's all about the referees. When we come out there on the field, it's all about us. There's a guy named Greg Hunt, and Greg Hunt is a great referee. He thinks that the game is all about him. And he has kicked out Troy and his brother out of numerous games. And Greg Hunt did a great job of getting Troy Taylor fired from LC Bird. Greg Hunt, you deserve an award. Gene Steratore needs to give you a trophy because the game is all about you, Greg Hunt. Greg Hunt, you do a great job. Keep it up. You will continue to referee CQL and Virginia High School League games. Greg Hunt, you're the best.
Hey, head referee. Hey, head referee. I think I know his relative. I used to page him at Kmart at the customer service counter. I'd go up there and say, "Excuse me, could you please page my friend, Michael Hunt?"
Yes, I know Mike Hunt. Mike Hunt is a great referee. Yes, he is. Mike Hunt is related to Greg Hunt, and they're great referees. They're what the game is all about. The game is all about the referees.
Is that a different quarterback that the Bears were using?
Yeah, that was Rippon's son. Mark Rippon.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
Mark Rippon's son?
Yeah.
Wow.
He went to Boise State.
He did good right there.
He played high school football at Kennedy Catholic, I believe.
In Washington?
Wow.
Yeah.
In Washington, yes, sir.
Yep.
Wow.
Where is this guy Lambo? Lambeau is a bad influence on the youth, and Lambeau has learned too much from Troy Taylor. Lambeau,
He's on a date that Troy Taylor set up for him.
I don't find there's no way that happened. Because I know Troy Taylor can't pick up women, and Lambeau definitely can't.
Referee, you got to throw the flag on that one now. Throw the flag.
That's on you. That's your first one, Paul Medley. If you do that again, you're out of here. Not another word from you.
What are you talking about, Willis?
Gone. You're out of here. I'm going to eject you. That's what we did to Troy Taylor. You're gone. Yes, that's 2. We throw 2 penalties on one thing. You're gone. Bobby Nizzo, do you want any? I'll throw one on you, Bobby Nizzo, because you're friends with Troy Taylor.
Roll it all you want. Go ahead.
Bobby Nizzo, that's 2 penalties on you. You're out of here. Bobby Nizzo has been kicked out of the game. I've ejected all of Troy Taylor's fans with friends and fans within 5 minutes. Yes. How do I? Yes, my friend Greg. Bob Nizzo, are you back? I will allow you to come back, but you can't see yourself.
It's all good. I just got to take a piss. I'll be right back. Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. I'm appealing your decision.
School needs me. Hold on.
I'll be right back.
Hey, Paul. Hey, Paul, did you make them hot links?
Oh, my God. Too funny.
I did not. I didn't get to the store. Dude, but you gotta please the actual brand, because see, in Virginia we have like, are they like like a whoa,
the goat?
Where is Coach Old School at?
He was here earlier. He said he had to have a proctology exam.
I'm gonna break that old man's neck. He wants to talk junk about me. He's out of his mind.
Well, he was talking a little junk about you and Troy Taylor, I think.
I don't know. Him and Troy Taylor are like this, but I don't like Coach Old School.
Well,
Coach Old School is just old. He don't know nothing.
Yeah, he said he wanted you to get the same treatment as that other lamb in that Woody Allen movie.
I think Coach Old School thinks that The Silence of the Lambs is a comedy.
Well, Howard sure don't. Howard knows what it really is.
Yes. Where did Bobby Nizzo go?
Yeah.
Bobby Nizzo, is he gone?
No, he had to go relieve himself.
Lambeau? Yeah. Where is Lambeau? Is this the biggest night of the NFL season?
It's one of the biggest. We recognize some guys that put it down, and they just say this is their
Bears, the Houston Texans,
and our Hall of Fame inductees are here.
Who are the NFL Hall of Fame inductees, Paul?
One of them is Andre Johnson. We were talking about him this morning. I think I was talking to Coach Jay Freeman about him.
Sir.
And D-Hop, like, because he was talking about players that play like Andre Johnson. Dude, they had a superstar, and his time passed, and they didn't, And then again, you know this, because we overthink this thing too much, but it's all about who's quarterback in your team.
Yeah.
If we rank and order the quarterbacks right now, we can probably predict the damn playoffs, barring injuries.
Simone Biles is a great American. NFL Hall of Fame game, Chicago Bears, Houston Texans, Simone Biles. Who's a better athlete, Simone Biles or her husband, Jay Freeman?
No, her husband just plays football.
Well, I don't know. I guess he's a great athlete, but I don't like to watch him as much as I watch her do her gymnastics routine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I just noticed something. Coach Goat has got a little goatee here.
Yeah.
Coach Goat has a little bit of Jay Freeman right here.
Hey, when you watch film and play video games and then go to sleep and wake up and you forget to shave, that's what happens, bro.
Man. So Lambeau took the night off. I thought he was still using that gift card. Who's that? Patrick Willis?
Jesus.
They were still using that. Is Bobby Nizzo back?
The Buffalo Wild Wings gift card. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, I think he was still using the Buffalo Wild Wings gift card.
Man.
He was eating
Hey.
a pregame meal, man.
Yeah, he was. He sent me a menu of it.
And he doesn't even show up. Coach Old School showed up. The crazy referee showed up. Coach Goat showed up. I mean, this is unbelievable.
Well, maybe he was running game on the waitress at the Wingstop.
Well, I find that hard to believe, but maybe Jay Freeman, Coach Goat.
Coach Goat, is there any female goats in your future, or what's going on? What's going on in the barnyard?
There is a Mrs. Coach Goat, and I'm pretty sure Mrs. Coach Goat is going to like my goatee when I get home.
I bet she will.
Look at that. I'm like Jim the Anvil Neidhart over here. Look at that. But Coach Old School, what did y'all think of Coach Old School? That old piece of crap.
Hey, he made me feel so happy. I haven't felt that happy since my college D-line coach used to take his chewing tobacco out of a new pouch and put it in an old pouch. And I said, Lord, have mercy. Coach Old School is really from the beginning of football. When he starts talking about those old coaches and those old experiences, man, it's like Methuselah done come out of the wilderness and told you the truth.
He is older than
man. You know, he's pretty smooth too. I bet when he gets those ladies around the coffee cart at the old folks' home, man, you better look out. Them sheets are smoking that night, boy.
Yes. Paul, how did you feel about Coach Old School?
Dude, Coach Troy told me a lot about him. A lot. I mean, and I was like, am I ever going to get to meet him? And Coach Troy is like, he ain't ever coming back on here. That dude's a damn idiot. You know, and I was like, huh? He's like, yeah, dude, I don't want to mess with him no more because he gets on there and then he starts blabbering about the old school way of blocking and tackling and all that. And this silliness. Yeah.
He believes in throwing the bone. He believes in throwing the bone.
And
he doesn't believe in playing long.
But guess what? He could take Lambo to the woodshed.
Ooh. But Lambo wouldn't even show up.
That's probably why he didn't, because he knew he was coming on. He probably had some insider information since he's a stockholder, huge stockholder.
Man, unbelievable. So Patrick Willis is a Hall of Famer.
He should listen to Coach Paul. He might learn something about money.
Hey, Bobby, is your camera on?
Oh, yeah, brother. I'm back, brother.
Okay, hold on. Let me add you. What's up with this?
Hey, how great was it when it was Patrick Willis and Navarro Bowman standing next to each other? I mean, remember those teams, man? Those guys could rock.
And you know what? And you know what's underrated about that? About the Niners, dude. They drafted both of those guys, and they drafted the guy that's playing there now. Like,
wait, Paul. What about both guys that are playing there now? What about the middle linebacker and the other one? The middle linebacker is awesome, and then the other one is Greenlaw. Right?
Okay,
they're both amazing players.
Are they baby juniors of the guys that preceded them? The guys you were just talking about? Like, it's a prototypical, man. It's like the same guy, just in a different name and number.
Yeah, the Godfather. Here we go.
Yeah, those two set of backers, both sets played with their hair on fire, and they were physical. I mean,
but hey, I would say the same thing with the D line. And you know what? I'd be interested in your opinion, Paul, man from Soul, and Bobby Nizzo, and amazing Randy the Goat. You know what I mean? With the little, what do you call that? Little soul patch coming in there. Hey, now what about this? Here's my question to all y'all. When I think about the 49ers, I think a little bit about John Lynch, bro. Isn't he the GM? Isn't that the GM? And then the coach is that that coach is the same son from the guy that was at Denver, and then the guy that went to Washington is named Shanahan. That's the
Yep.
son, right? So
Yes.
listen, let me just ask you a question. Sometimes things are feel, right? They feel a certain way. Well, I know it's Shanahan from the Denver tree to the Washington tree. I know that's where the outside zone stuff comes from. I know all that stuff, right? Alex Gibbs, outside zone, blah, 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 right? But isn't there kind of something about the success they had that kind of reminds me of the job that Ozzie Newsome did with the Ravens? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's how they built the team. It's built through the draft by solid, quality, consistent, best pick available, built through the draft. And I think that's why you got these teams that just kick the dog piss out of people year after year after year, because it's built from basically the trenches. It's built like, you know what I mean? Like, they don't miss.
No, you are spot on, and you're
I agree too.
97.3% correct. But there's something missing, and I refer to you, Coach Goat, when you talked about the three things, the little three check marks. The one guy that's missing one of the check marks is the head coach. He's got bad karma, man. Bad karma. I like Lynch, Shanahan, dude. The whole Atlanta debacle. It- he's got a chip on his shoulder for the wrong reason. He's trying to, like you tell me, Troy or Coach Goat. You always trying to show me how smart you are.
Bad
That's
juju.
That's not a good chip to have. That gets him in trouble. Because he thinks he's the smartest guy in the room.
If you're the
Greatest
smartest
football book ever written.
if you're the smartest man in the room, you're in the wrong room.
Hey, if you
Amen.
got to buy this book, I think you can buy it, but it costs you about $400 to buy this book. Okay? Now,
Yeah,
I
that autograph
apologize
copy.
for him getting drawn on, but I had a daughter do that when she was like 3 years old. But listen, don't you think some of this guy's magic is still in that organization? Some of his magic is still
Well,
there.
through John Lynch. Through John Lynch it is, because John Lynch played for him at Stanford.
So, yeah, think about the other collective that John Lynch has. The Gruden, the Monty Kiffin, right? The Dungy, right? Exactly.
Sam Weiss.
Yeah.
Sam Weiss.
Yeah, great
Hey,
coach.
who was the head coach in Denver when Lynch moved on from Tampa to Denver?
They won the Super Bowl. It was the guy Kubiak.
Was it Kubiak or the guy Greg Williams with the white hair?
Kubiak.
Kubiak.
Won the Super Bowl.
Okay,
Okay.
that's San Fran. That's Bronco or Shanahan. Yeah.
Well, Kubiak was a backup quarterback for Denver too. He was
Yeah,
behind
but no, I'm just saying that he's from Shanahan, and Shanahan's from the 49ers tree.
Look at Cam Akers. Cam Akers is playing the second quarter of the Texans. So neither of the quarterbacks played today.
No.
Houston Texans versus the Chicago Bears. NFL Hall of Fame game.
Their rookie, I don't think, or their rookie didn't even play tonight. Odunze, the first round pick receiver, and then Keenan Allen didn't play, and then Moore just signed his extension. He didn't play. Dude, again, it's a long season, man. The thought process behind preseason has totally changed.
Yeah.
Totally changed.
I mean, they got how many preseason games now? 5?
2. Well, the Hall of Fame folks have 3.
Well, they cut him, right? They cut him for injury prevention, right? To save their legs. So
yeah, but they added, but that was a Jedi mind trick by Goodell to add more games, because now they're going to get to 18. They're going to have 2 preseason. We used to have 4 preseason and 16 games. Now we have more games that matter. So
that's why, right, Paul? That's why people that know you guys, Totem Pole Nation, Randy Goat, Bobby Nizzo, that's why we know that the NFL is sloppier in the first 3 or 4 weeks of the regular season than it's ever been, because we know how much time and reps it takes to get these mistakes out.
Bobby
Right?
Nizzo,
Hey,
yo, brother.
we need We need to talk under the table in September. Continue.
You got it, brother. You got it, brother. You know that.
Yes,
Coach
sir.
Hey, baby.
Always, brother.
Yep. No, because that's the play. That's money. That's money month.
Actually, I took 30 bets.
They were
30
all on
bets
the
on this game.
majority
Already.
on the Bears, right?
No, actually, Houston. A lot of people leaning Houston.
Mm.
That's why I'm like, the Bears. That's why I'm like,
Yeah,
the
man.
Bears.
Hey, what can you guys tell me about Tyson Baguette? Isn't that the Bears quarterback? You know anything
Yeah.
about him, Paul?
Yeah,
About who?
he's a Division II guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Shepard.
had one good game, right? He had one really good game last year, right?
Yeah,
Football.
I think he was a 4-year starter at Shepard in West Virginia.
There you go. Yep.
Yep.
You don't think they'll play their starting quarterbacks in the third or fourth?
No,
No.
dude. I mean, the first of all, great question. I think the second game you'll get a series, and then they shut it down. They've already ruled out Aaron Rodgers for the whole thing. They're like, nope.
He's hot about that.
I mean, he can. I mean, but I wouldn't take any, dude. This is too big, man. There's too many stupid things that can happen in these silly games.
You're right. You're right, Coach Paul. I agree.
And that's the thing about now when college coaches used to complain they didn't have scrimmages, but at least they can schedule softer competition to break them in, before they take a headline game. The big boys like Alabama and them, they don't have to open up with somebody big. And even if they do, they come back with somebody soft. But NFL, no, you can't do that. So why would you play these guys and like, man, I got to see you play? You don't need to see me play. I mean, dude, it's a long season. We're about to add 18 games and 2 bye weeks. Man, nobody needs to play in the preseason. In September, yeah, Coach Jay Freeman, it's going to be ugly football.
Ugly.
Hey, I like what you're saying, Paul. And the other thing about that is when's the biggest improvement that happens in a football season? In my opinion, in high school football, not college or not NFL or whatever, but in high school football, to me, the biggest improvement comes between week 1 and week 2. When you have the live bullets flying in week 1, you find out a lot about people. I used to always say when we were in Florida, and when I left Palm Bay High School in Melbourne, Florida, we had 17 guys run 4.6 or better. And I'm telling you what, that's better than some colleges, right? I mean, you're getting after it. And it's a great place to be. It was really nice. Like you had a tight end that ran a 5.1, and then you had a guy move in that was 6'4", 240, Air Force kid, 4.7. Just moving in, baby. We're glad to have you, right? But the point I'm trying to say with that is, in week 1, the guys that were really fast, they would cramp. And you're like, What? Why are you cramping for? We ran all summer. Well, it ain't the same. It ain't the same as going vertical and vertical and vertical and then hustling your butt off to make tackles, playing in the Florida heat. Hey, guys, I used to laugh when I would go to South Carolina for college football. And I'd be like, man, you guys don't even know what heat is, bro. Like, it's hot in Greenville, South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's close to where Brandon Tom's, it's not that far from Gaffney and Spartanburg. But I'm saying I would talk so much smack to him, you guys. I'd be like, dude, y'all are hot? Oh, yeah. This is Christmas Day, brother. Santa Claus is coming. You know what I mean? Like, let's go. Right? Like, the heat is a great advantage for some of these teams. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I agree with that.
Anyway, sorry, I digress.
Houston Texans, Chicago Bears, NFL, Caleb Williams, CJ Stroud, Hall of Fame game, NFL 2024. Bobby Nizzo, how much action are you in?
9,000. 9 G's.
Bobby
On the
Nizzo,
Hall-
if anybody
on the
needs to
Hall of
get
Fame
to
game.
you, if anybody
Imagine
needs,
that. Imagine that.
Hey, they got players retired.
I don't know, man. People love to gamble. I don't know, man. I don't know. I didn't think it would be that many people either. I thought it'd be around 20, maybe. I had 10. I had 10 like call me early, way early.
Mm-hmm.
so everybody's
And then,
excited about the start of the NFL season, the preseason
Yeah.
game, the Hall of
Oh, yeah.
Fame game. Out of
A lot
all
of
the Hall of Famers, who is the best of all these Hall of Famers? If you just had to pick one,
This year's class?
I'm going Julius Peppers. Who do y'all want?
Freak.
Who, Freeney?
Yeah, give me Free.
Freeney?
Yeah, it's really hard for me to go against Julius Peppers. I mean,
Same here.
it's hard. I mean, there's other candidates, if you go back to 19, whatever, Randy Granishar was a tackle machine for Ohio State University. That's your throwback pick. The thing about Julius Peppers is, right? Hey, Julius Peppers, I think, is a rare athlete. He's a rare athlete. Hey, Paul, the man from Seoul, and Bobby Nizzo and Randy Goat, like we said earlier, he played basketball for Dean Smith, bro, in the
Rondé
ACC.
Barber. Rondé Barber. Paul, Coach Ball said Rondé Barber.
Rondé Baba.
Yeah. He's never going to let us forget that.
I love the emotion that's coming from CJ Stroud. He's not even in the game, and he's happy, man. He's excited.
That's what leadership is, right? That's leadership.
Caleb Williams is over there giggling.
Yeah, he's going to get his
Williams
nails
is
painted.
giggling.
He's getting that clear coat.
Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.
It's unbelievable, man. Oh, man.
Hey,
It's unbelievable, man.
So like
It's
we
unbelievable.
all said that we agree that some of them guys aren't playing because it's the first game and we're in for a long season and everything. And so doesn't that make your scouting and your practice drills and scrimmages? Oh my God. Who is here now?
The great American patriot.
All right. Putting that left glove on for that left hook.
That's a tag team combination.
It's the Italian
This is not
Italian.
Sanka. This is not Sanka, Coach Freeman. This is Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts cold brew.
Dunkin' Donuts
Outstanding.
cold brew.
Rose, can you get me some Sanka?
Oh, that's
You
for the
said Sanka
official.
earlier. I was like, damn, that's really old school.
The official gets that Sanka.
Yep.
That's why they got stank ass coffee breath. Hey, show me that combination. The 3-4
I don't know,
Let's go.
Yeah.
Hey, can I ask?
Aren't these the gloves that Lambeau said he was going to go up the side of Paul's head with?
I said
Man.
Lambeau better train.
Lambeau tapped out before
Man.
the
He
match.
better train.
Lambeau would have to pack
What about
by the lunch.
Lambeau versus Terminator? What about Lambeau versus Terminator?
Not looking good for Lambeau.
Coach, are we talking
Not
about
looking
playing
good for
NCAA football or we're having a fight?
No, we're talking about boxing. Tough and rowdy in the backyard. Paul Medley versus Lambeau Calrissian. Who's your money on, Brandon Toms?
Paul.
Give me
Paul.
Paul.
Give me Paul.
If the last name starts
Under
with a
2
Medley,
rounds.
I'll take it. I'll take any action on the last name of Medley. Okay?
Yep.
Hey, can I ask Brandon Toms a question? I've never met this wonderful person, but I got to ask him a question. Brandon Toms, don't hold it against me. I did play a football a little bit at Furman, but please don't hold it against me because I backed up the greatest nose guard in school history, who was from Spartanburg. Anyway,
All
I gotta
right.
ask you a question about that area. So is Gaffney's pretty close to Spartanburg, ain't it?
Yeah, about 30 minutes. Yeah.
Well, you got the Gaffney Peach right there. Did everybody see when you drive down the road?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know what the Gaffney? Hey, what? Tell everybody what the Gaffney Peach look like.
Big butt crack with a rash.
That's right. That's right. Anyway, here's my question, and I'll shut up and we'll talk about football. Is this? Did you ever go to that place in Spartanburg across from Converse that has like the chili cheese aplenty?
The Beacon?
Yes.
Yes, that place is amazing.
Paul would like it, and I think Troy would like it
Paul,
too.
Paul
And
and
Bobby
Troy would
Nizzo can
love
only
it.
have it on a cheat day. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa,
And
mule. Whoa, whoa,
and
whoa, whoa.
the good thing about it, you don't have to worry about going to the doctor to get your colon checked because it'll all just, it'll take care of it.
All right, you got to explain this to me because I'm a foodie. What's going on in wherever South Carolina?
So look up the Beacon Drive-In, diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Future
That was the
classmates.
heyday.
They were. Hey, wait, hold on. They were on diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Yes.
Someone please call Lambo. Can somebody please call
I'll call him.
Lambo?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What is going on with this
Beacon?
guy?
My
It's
cousin
smart. Okay.
lives in South
Beacon is
Carolina.
Spartanburg
Brandon.
Brandon
and Harold's
Lambo.
in Gaffney.
My cousin Vinny. Bada bing, bada boom.
My cousin, he's a Hell's Angel out of
The,
South
the
Carolina.
two Utes. The two Utes.
The two
Whoa,
Utes.
whoa, stop.
The two Utes.
What
The
is a
two-
grit? What is a grit? My cousin Lambo.
Hey, Bobby Nizzo,
Yo, brother.
give me the two Utes.
The two Utes.
Yeah,
That's the Northeast.
I'll take the two Utes. Give me Utah and Utah.
Look at this, dude. Look at this kickoff. Like, this is everything that is wrong with our game. And how did he get to this Brandon Toms?
So this was stolen or taken. I won't say stolen because in football and as a coach, you borrow and steal everything throughout your career. You take little
Plagiarism
bit
is
of something from
authorized.
this guy, a little bit of something from this guy, and then you kind of make it your own, which is somewhere in the middle. So this version of kickoff that the NFL is now using is exactly what the XFL used before they merged with the US, or before they merged with the USFL. So all this is 10 guys, one-on-one blocking. You call up, stand up, shock and lock, disengage. You can make the tackle. You're not going to get explosive returns like this. That's all I'm saying.
So that's what it's for. I thought it would be for like to have more offense, but instead it's
It's to decrease concussions.
okay. All right, I get it. I mean,
as a coach, it's basically taking one thing off the special teams coordinator.
And it's easy to coach. All you got to do is coach one-on-one stuff. So,
Well, hey, and you can't do an onside kick.
yeah, you have to tell them you're doing an onside kick now. And you
Yes.
have to be losing in the fourth quarter. Like, they got rid of the surprise onside, the pop kicks, the funky stuff that used to make the game fun. Can't
Wow.
even do that anymore.
Yeah, I mean, and again, you can't even directional kick with Belichick
Nope.
would be all over, or pooch kick because nobody moves until the guy touches the ball. So you can kick a line drive to the guy, and
And
then
it has to land inside of a zone too. Like if it don't,
Yes.
then it's a penalty. Like it's
So
stupid.
somebody in the basement's trying to figure out how to cheat code this thing. But dude, nothing happens till the guy touches the ball. And if you kick it in the end zone, you get it to 35. If you kick it in the zone and it rolls into the end zone, you get it at the 20. So that's the cheat code. How can you kick a ball and it roll into the end zone? You get it at the 20. So that's the cheat code. How can you kick a ball and it rolls into the end zone? You get it at the 20. So that's the cheat code. How can you kick a ball and it rolls into the end zone? You get it at the 20. So that's the cheat code. How can you kick a ball and it skirts away from the returner and rolls in the end zone, but lands in the landing zone because then they get it at the 20. You just bought 15 yards
So
for your defense.
It's like
so
a
here's the
directional
thing: you got to
punter.
have 10 guys up there one-on-one blocking. So that means you only have one returner. So I'm gonna kick it to the right the first time, and then I'm gonna kick it to the left the second time, and then I'm gonna kick it back to the right. Especially if your returner's a guy that also plays on your offense.
Yeah, we got guys like Bobby Nizzo sitting in the stands at
Hey,
Foxborough, Mass, and he's about to just beat somebody up because he
hey,
doesn't like it.
hey!
I
I
know.
heard a new thought about it today, though. Is and now listen to this, you guys. Now, this is some crazy stuff now. I mean, because this is brand new. Listen to this. So they're talking about maybe changing the guy that's the kicker. So maybe you don't got to have that great a leg no more. Maybe you got to have a little bit more tackling and coverage ability, and they don't give a good darn if you can kick that
You
good.
don't need it, but you
They
don't.
want
You're
you to be
right.
more
You're
like a
right.
punter. A
Because you know what?
punter.
If you
Yes.
watch the kickoffs tonight, the guy that's actually kicking off, he's like 3/4 leg, just trying
Yeah.
Yeah.
to landing in there.
Yeah.
He has his pitching wedge out.
The
Golf
uh
reference.
the it's funny you mentioned that the Panthers last year, I want to say it was against the Falcons, actually kicked off with their starting middle linebacker.
Yep. There you go. Hey, you're adding another coverage player to the team.
I
You
mean,
know what I
here's
mean?
here's my thought, especially at the high school level, right? Kickers are not athletes. I'm sorry, but they're
Some
not.
of them are.
Some
Some
of
of
them
them are.
are. Most of them aren't.
Yeah.
So I could take a non-athlete off the field, and I
Yes,
can
sir.
put an athlete on the field. And who
Hmm.
sees the ball the best? The person that kicks it. So
Yep.
he can kick the ball and essentially run down there and make the tackle. And now I have 11 dudes that can go make a tackle instead of having 10 to your 11.
Well, you don't have a guest. Isn't that what we call that guy, Coach Tom? We call him a guest. He ain't gonna
Yep.
make no tackle. He's just out there
Yep.
watching, get in the way. He's a guest,
Yep.
right?
So we're doing tackling circuits on Saturday with our defense. I'm putting my kickers in the tackle circuit. You're gonna know how to tackle. Hopefully you never have to make one, but
Well, hey, that's a great thing you said. There's another thing. If you go back to old school football, you got to teach your quarterbacks how to tackle
Whoa,
because
you. Whoa.
yep,
Don't
quarterbacks
do
got
it.
to know how to tackle.
Don't
So
do it. Don't
no,
do it.
no, no. I'm not
Don't
talking
do it.
about it in
You
a
know what?
bad way.
I'm gonna give you a horror story. First day of pads on here locally at Thomasdale High School. They had tackling drills just in case the quarterbacks
are you
threw INT. So the two quarterbacks, the starting quarterback and the backup
talking about your
quarterback
boy?
came together, and both of them broke their collarbone on that.
Wow.
All
So
right, Nate.
Thomas Dale started the season with a third string quarterback.
Well, yeah. Well, that's
Let's
great.
be real though. The starting quarterback was also playing outside linebacker, Paul, if you forgot.
Who? No, he wasn't. No. This is back in the day when they had Matt Lawton.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the dude from last year.
Mentor. No,
Yeah.
Mentor hurt his knee. No, this is years. This is prior to them.
Okay.
This is probably like 6 years ago.
I got you.
The two quarterbacks at Dale were tackling each other and broke each other's collarbone on the same tackle,
Holy crap.
trying to practice interceptions return for a touchdown. They had to
Let
tackle the
me
guy.
let me tell you what would happen at the crosstown
That was
school
that's a real thing.
if
That's a
the if
bad
the
hit.
starter and the backup got hurt at the crosstown school. I don't know what they would do.
They might go steal another player from y'all to go win.
No, they ain't stealing a player from us. I'm talking about the school in Virginia that I was at
Oh.
previously.
Hey, Paul. So what I'm saying, brother, I wasn't talking about banging. I was talking about just work on mechanics. You know what I
No, yeah,
mean?
that's cool. But these guys, they came together, man, and they took each other to the ground and broke each other's collarbone.
That's
So you can't
terrible.
take it to that extreme.
I mean, yeah, these.
I mean, you just
So,
got to
hey,
like
what
sit
I,
up.
yep. Hey, what I hear from you guys is the new kickoff rules. I'm gonna go straight to international rugby and find me the toughest cat they got who can tackle. And I'd be like, hey, can you kick a try from 50 yards, whatever. Can you kick a little bit? And oh yeah. And then okay, I'd go straight to New Zealand, baby. I'd fly
I
straight
mean,
to
there
New
was
Zealand
a
All Blacks. I'd say, hey, you know what I mean?
All Blacks. They got more championships
Oh
than
yeah.
any team in the world.
You guys
Was
ever
it-
watched the haka before? You ever watched them do the haka a little bit?
love it. So
Does
that
Paul know
brings
what it
up a
is?
funny story. Let me get upstairs and I'll explain that one.
And you know what? You know what? You know what? You just say you guys. I mean, this actually the new kickoff just saved a kicker from getting hurt, and they having to replace a kicker at the end of the season because now he doesn't. You find another a tackling guy to kick off. All he has to do is kick field goals. You'll never get hit. Just kick field goals. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about being on kickoff team and someone breaking one, and that's over with. The kicker is
Hey,
just a kicker now. He kicks
hey,
field goals. He don't even kick off.
hey, can I ask you guys and Total Pole Nation a crazy question? Have y'all ever seen one of those plays and it's like a crazy part of football that rarely ever happens? You guys know what I'm talking about? And it's called a free kick. You know what I'm talking about? So like it's an obscure rule, Paul. You know what it is? And it's like if you get a fair catch, Brandon Thomas probably knows what it is. If you get a fair catch and like somebody kicks the ball and you get a fair catch, you can kick a field goal. You can kick a field goal from where you kick the ball, and you can use a tee, and they can't rush. You understand? It's like a
Yes. Yep.
crazy. You know what I'm
Yes.
talking about?
Yes.
And
Yes.
I've only seen it like 2 times, maybe.
So
My whole
Belichick.
life.
Belichick knew that.
Which coach did that?
you see it a
The
good bit
quarterback.
more in high school than anything.
Boston College.
Doug Flutie.
Doug Flutie did
Doug,
that,
Doug,
Coach Jay.
no, Doug. He did the. That was
It's called a
another thing.
free
The
kick, right?
drop kick.
Oh yeah.
That's a
So
whole nother rule too. The free kick and the drop kick. But I know what you're talking about.
that's two
Like,
completely different things.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, but
Jay Freeman, you
let's
asked.
just say we've used our timeouts and we're inside of a minute, and you're punting from your own end zone, and I fair catch the ball at you're inside at your 42. I can kick from right there with 3 seconds left and
And
beat
win
you.
the game.
And
Yes.
they cannot try to block it.
No.
What the hell
So
is coming to this sport?
No.
That's been a
Bobby
rule.
Nizzo.
It doesn't come up though.
Bobby Nizzo, that
That's been
rule
a
is ancient. But
yes.
the
Yeah,
situation never comes up. And when
Yes.
it does, most people are too big a hurry and they're too dumb to use it.
Yep.
so James or Jay, sorry, you
Because
asked
that's
you know
about
true.
the
what?
haka.
The guy in Baltimore would be a damn absolute weapon at that.
Justin Tucker.
Tucker. He would just kick off from the 42 and it'd be game over.
Because the biggest
Facts.
difference, and I know Brandon Thomas, you're going to try to tell me something, but we keep missing it. But hey, the difference is I don't need a high trajectory. You know what I mean?
You just
I
got to
can kick
drive
Nope.
it
a
through the post, baby.
Yeah. So back the fair catch up out on the other side of the 50. Yeah. And he let Justin Tucker just boot the thing through with no rush.
yeah.
Like from his own 45.
Well, maybe
That's
we'll see
easy.
more of that, man. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll see more of something like that coming out.
But you got to pin the other team inside their 10.
Yeah.
Hey, can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey,
Perfect.
guess how many high school games I lost in the regular season as a player in 3 years. Regular
Where?
season games,
At what high school? What state?
Florida. And
Half of them.
it was a private. We
Probably
lost one
one or
game.
two.
One.
One
And the
game.
only reason was because we were backed up late in the game. We were winning, and you guys already know what I'm going to say. golly. And I'm a player. I'm a little nose guard and a guard or whatever. And we tried to punt it, and it blocked punt for a touchdown. And it teaches you those kind of things. Teach you. You gotta go. You gotta take the safety and kick it off.
Yeah.
That's the only regular season game I lost.
That's exactly what you do.
Yep.
But
So,
that's the 5 points to
Jay,
the game,
what I was
man. Sorry.
Pretty damn good.
Yep. Take the safety and kick it off.
Yep.
Or
Yeah.
punt it.
It's a free kick.
Jay was gonna
Where would you guys say is the best state for football? Like high school, college, and pro, or just high school and college?
And I'll defer. I'm not going to say nothing. I'll defer to Coach Freeman because he lives on the West Coast. He's from Florida, so he can talk California football. He can go East Coast football. But you know what? I tell you what, man, the Northeast is underrated because up there in Jersey, New York, Mass, there's some dudes.
Yeah, cut
There's
from
some
a different
dudes.
cloth up there. You're right.
Yes.
I agree.
Well, hey, and I agree with what you said, because when I was a kid, I always loved Penn State University and Joe Paterno and all that crap, and linebacker U and all that stuff, black shoes and stuff. But I always wondered, why in the hell didn't people make Syracuse a really powerful team again? Because Syracuse should be able to kick everybody's ass, because they should be able to get kids from New York City. They should be able to get kids from that area, and they're working on it. The guy's working on it, but we'll see.
Okay.
But hey, hold on. So I'm from Florida, the Space Coast of Florida. I tell people all the time, people know about Jacksonville and Miami and Orlando and Tampa, but Brevard County, Florida, now where I come from, has produced a lot of great players. The old annoying ass announcer Chris Collinsworth is from there. People hate him. Wilbur Marshall was from there. A lot of guys. But what I'm saying is, and this isn't meant to be disrespectful to the state of Texas, right? Or Georgia or California. But I think that Florida's population is less than Texas, and they may produce almost twice as many D1 players. And that ain't meant to be disrespectful, if that's true. It used to be true. But what I'm saying is this, because Georgia's an amazing place for football. I mean Texas, right? And Virginia. Now listen, y'all can talk about Virginia different than me, but Virginia has been respectable for a long time in football. Penn State, dog. Hey, Penn State for years made their living by stealing from the Tidewater. Right? Am I right? For years. Right? I don't know. What do you think, Paul? What's your opinion, Bubba?
Nope, I'm right there with you. And I was gonna make a point. You struck a nerve with me, but I totally would agree. And it wasn't just Penn State; it was Michigan as well. A couple big. I mean, hell, Ohio State. When Virginia lost its way in keeping its top 10, top 20 talent in the state, the others got ours. But that little run we had, the people that weren't living in the Commonwealth, when Virginia Tech and Virginia were going back and forth, and they were perennial top 10 teams, and this was like I like to say late 80s, early 90s, mid 90s, dude. It was all because we had a pipeline, and that pipeline. There's Troy Taylor. That pipeline started.
Salute, Troy Taylor.
That pipeline had a lot to do with FUMA, because there was a lot of kids that were in Virginia that went to Virginia Tech, but Frank Beamer and UVA also got the kids that did not qualify and funneled them through FUMA, and they stayed in state. That was the heyday for us. That was it. We had a little blimp on the radar screen where we were using our own internal state resources to. And people were like, "Damn, what? Why do they have all these players?" Because we had 3- and 4-star dudes that had no grades and we just gray shirted them at Fuma, and they either went Virginia or Virginia Tech, and both teams were good. I saw it, and it's unbelievable how they did it. The thing that kills me is how the world can you get away from that if that funnel is working and it's just working, and you can just place players at Fuma, get them right, grad school them, and bring them in. I don't know how we lost our way. It blows my mind now looking back and now living in the present going, what? We
Well, maybe
own
the
this.
way is coming back again, right? Hey, maybe what's old is new and what's new is old. And maybe with the return of Troy Taylor to that place, it's coming back again. And maybe that was part of that visit to UVA the other day in a mystical, magical way. We happened to fall and fumble around and end up in that practice. Maybe that's what it all is. Maybe we're just connecting dots.
Well,
You know
we
what I
are,
mean?
because I'll tell you right now, I'll tell you, you over there, top screen, Jay Freeman, bottom screen, Troy Taylor,
Bobby
and
Nizzo.
our resident kick your ass guy in the bottom right. He's just marinating in some.
Yes, he's got the totem pole hat.
He's
And it's still got the sticker on that junk.
he's marinating in some kick ass. So you
That
keep
is-
marinating over there. Listen,
I'm listening.
that's
Did
the
you see when
secret.
Howard Shotsky threatened to punch somebody today?
Look. You missed it, Bobby Nizzo. He went Bobby Nizzo, and Nizzo wasn't in the house.
Oh shit.
Oh my God. This is what he said. He said, what? He goes, he don't want to mess with me. I'm from New Jersey.
But he lives in Baltimore.
Hey,
No, I'm sorry. He lives in
Rockville.
Maryland. I mean, he lives in Maryland.
hey, he's on. Hey, and you remember what Coach Troy Taylor said? He said, "Howard Shotsky, you're back. You're back, Howard Shotsky."
Yes.
That's
The
what you
Chicago
said.
Bears, just like the NFL is back, the Chicago Bears, the Houston Texans, NFL, Hall of Fame game. Can I join your live? Thank you for asking, but no. Benjamin 36-7. I love Benjamin Button. Yes.
But
But thank you
let's
for asking.
but again, let's get. I mean, hey Jay, you're a coach. Nizzo, you're just there waiting to do something to somebody. But
Yes, he
but
is.
again, I mean, but all of you know, if you stay inside, again, Nizzo, hey, but bro, we're a Commonwealth just like you. If we stay
Absolutely.
inside the Commonwealth, and Fuma is a feeder to UVA and Virginia Tech, and they're a feeder of kids that don't have grades, and they're a feeder of kids of 3 and 4 star kids that just need another year to get their stuff together.
Yeah.
That's the secret sauce to Frank Beamer. That's the secret sauce to UVA. But you know what? I don't know. And Troy was there. I don't know if UVA wants to play that game anymore because they acted like they're too up
Bougie.
here. Yes.
Yeah.
And that's scary. That's scary.
Hey, can
Don't
we do
think-
one thing for Totem Pole Nation? Hey, when Coach is saying FUMA, he's talking about Fork Union Military Academy.
I'm sorry.
That's what
My
he's
bad.
saying, right? It's an acronym. And if I was going to pull it out of my ear, I would say, hey, Vinny Testaverde went there, Heisman Trophy, first overall pick. Eddie George went there, Heisman Trophy, Ohio State University. And if I was mistaken, maybe 100 plus, maybe more draft picks. I don't know. A lot of guys went there. So what does that create? We talk about all the time. It's a pattern. It's a pattern. It's a pattern. It's a pattern. Right? And so we got a good man who's going back there, who's a hell of a coach, and he loves young people. And young people love him. So sometimes the proper tool and the proper instrument arrives at the proper man's hands at the right time. And I think that's what we have here, right? Man, he looks
Timing
like
is everything.
he
Back
looked like
up,
a
you're
bug.
ugly.
He looked like a bug landed on his nose.
Don't
He
fix
look-
something that ain't broke.
No way. He looks like Pee Wee Herman.
That's what Howard did at the dentist the other day. Same look. All right, Coach Troy Taylor. When you look at me like that, it means I should stop talking. I'm saying too
Nah,
much big stuff.
NFL Hall of Fame game. Chicago Bears, Houston Texans. Caleb Williams out of USC, quarterback. CJ Stroud out of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Is this the white boys for Harris Zoom? AP Morgan. Thank you very much. JP Morgan. Look, when JP Morgan told all those guys to get on the Titanic and it was unsinkable, that's kind of like the Led Zeppelin. I saw a Led Zeppelin poster today when I got the totem pole for Paul. Paul, where's your totem pole?
Yeah, I seen that. I think it's pretty dope.
Coach Troy Taylor, did you
I
say
saw a Led Zeppelin poster, and the Led Zeppelin supposedly was filled full of hydrogen, right? Somebody thought it was a great idea to fill that full of hydrogen and to light it. So, is this the white boy for Harris Zoom? Laugh out loud. We like it when trolls come here because that means that YouTube knows and the CIA knows that there's a lot of Americans in here and they want to divide us. And we're not going to let Montel Jordan's former or Montel Williams' former girlfriend or the guy that was the Celebrity Apprentice host divide us. Yes, we're going to be united. One nation
Amen.
under God, indivisible, for liberty
Justice
and
for all.
justice for all. Give me
Amen.
liberty or give me death.
that Patrick Henry, right?
Henry. That happened in Richmond. That happened in Richmond, Bobby Nizzo.
Death before dishonor.
Death before. They used to make us memorize that. Patrick Henry's speech. Give me liberty or give me death.
Death before dishonor.
Did you know, Coach Jay Freeman, did you know that Edgar Allan Poe was from Boston, Massachusetts, lived in Richmond, ran up a big debt, and went to UVA for a year? Basically, he was a college student, had a good time, and then he wrote, what was it? Coach Old School said the greatest comedy of all time. Hark
Hey,
the Raven.
hold on. See, you guys are going back to grade school, so I got to ask a stupid question. Bobby Nizzo,
Yeah, brother.
did you guys talk about Benedict Arnold up in Massachusetts?
Yes, we did.
But Benedict Arnold wasn't a traitor, man.
Well, yeah, people say he wasn't a traitor. Most people say he was.
But he was loyal to the king.
Yeah.
The traitors were the ones that had the Boston Tea Party.
Yeah, loyalty's royalty. So,
and he was loyal to the king.
Yeah.
He was loyal to the English banks.
Yep.
Did Benedict Arnold get killed?
Yeah, you got Jack Ruby. Right behind the head. Pop.
Jack Ruby, I thought, died of cancer a week after killing Lee Harvey Oswald.
Oh, no, he's living somewhere. Probably still living.
Bobby Nizzo.
Is he dead, or do they want you to think he's dead?
Bob, hey, hold on. I got another question for Bobby Nizzo.
It's okay. Bring it, coach. Bring it.
Bobby Nizzo, I know you like to
brother.
You like to punch. You like to fight. You like to get angry at people sometimes. But when's the last time you laughed like this in an evening?
I love it. I love it. I don't like that. I don't like to hurt nobody.
I'm just joking.
I know what you mean. No, back in the days I did.
No. Because you were kind of like cut off and you were just laughing your butt off.
Oh, it's too funny, man.
Hey, I got a good saying about this. I got a good cliche. We always joke about cliches or sports and stuff. Hey, there's nothing gentler than true toughness. Right? Because you ain't got to prove nothing. You ain't got to show nobody nothing.
Where's the protocol?
Huh?
Done. dun, dun,
Oh, there it is.
dun, dun, dun,
The
Um,
medley totem
dun,
pole.
dun, dun,
It's a red.
I
dun,
like it. I like
dun,
it.
dun, 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 dun. And upside down, what is it? It's a W,
Yes.
meaning we're going west.
Yeah,
Going
yeah.
west, young man. To
We're
see Dave
going to
Matthews
South
Band at the
Korea.
Gorge.
Hey, that means we're going west.
We're going to
West,
go see Dave Matthews in Washington
In the
at the
gorge.
Gorge.
and then we're going to take a flight to Seoul, South Korea.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
I'm all
and then
about it.
we're
They
gonna
won't allow
visit
me to
all.
go to Seoul, dude.
Yeah,
They
Yeah,
won't
they
and you
allow
will.
me to leave this country.
but you can't go to Seoul without going to a little special place called Chincheon. They have the best dak galbi in America, not America, but
The
in
In the
world.
Asia.
world.
In
And
Asia,
and,
yeah.
and dak galbi, for those you don't know, is a stir fried chicken breast with cabbage and
Wow.
vegetables and some dude, it's amazing.
Touchdown, Chicago
Sounds good.
Bears.
But yeah,
Touchdown, Chicago Bears.
thank you, Coach Taylor. This is
That's an Ole Miss totem pole that I turned into a totem pole. And that's the medley.
That's awesome.
That thing's dope.
That's an Ole Miss. I got that for $10 today. I saw
I
that a
love it.
couple weeks ago, Jay Freeman, before I actually had met you in person. When I was walking through that bazaar, remember the guy got
I
mad at me
haven't
because I
I
went into
haven't
the back
yeah
room.
you know what, I'm gonna mom with the chemo today. She's probably she did not tonight. She doesn't the night after the night of chemo. She doesn't sleep at all.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go show her this after the game's over tonight, and I'm gonna just give it to her and say like you guys brought it over,
That'd
and
be
then
great.
just yeah, so she
Yeah,
can
give
just
that to
have a
her.
because she's not she this is her worst night of the whole process is the night of because she's just like she tries to find things to do and it's like I'm gonna just show her this and she's gonna be excited. So,
Hey, Paul, what I was saying about her today, I'm not joking about that, man. Like when I
That
hear
was
her
really
voice,
nice what you said,
no, I
Coach
mean, but
Freeman.
it's for real. It's for real,
No, I
Bobby. I'm
know.
not.
No, I can
It
tell it's for real. I can tell.
is, hey, my mom was an amazing little Southern lady, and she passed away 2 years ago.
mm-hmm.
And I tell you
Sorry
what,
for your
man,
loss,
I
bro.
just hearing your mother's voice, and it's beautiful. It sounds like a bell ringing or a beautiful song. It just sounds beautiful. Like, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? It just clear as anything. And I ain't trying to be weird to say that, but it's just
No.
it's
No, I mean I live it every day and it's pretty cool. I mean, and again, I I tried to put myself today, like when you said that, I was like, it just reminds me of put yourself in another man's shoes of hearing an old lady saying, "Hello, guys, what's going
yeah.
on?" And because because I'm older now, and it's like she's really old, and it's like some people don't get to hear that anymore.
Yeah.
So it's like, you got it's appreciation for me,
Yeah.
because I get to hear it like it's going to happen every day, and it's just like, it's not it's a it's an experience of be grateful what you have now today. So you're
Yes.
riding over
I
there,
agree.
Yeah.
enjoy it. You
The
know,
Chicago Bears. The Chicago
The,
Bears
the Houston
and the
Texans.
Houston Texans. NFL is back. The return of the NFL, the Hall of Fame game. ABC, ESPN, Bobby Nizzo. How's it looking on your action right now?
not good.
Looking pretty good, actually. -3 for Houston. And so now it's plus 7.
Well, you know what? It's not looking good in Matoka. So
Where is
I'm just good.
Howard Shotsky?
But hey,
Where is
look,
Lambo?
I mean, I'm having I start off the night the season bad. Okay, but Nizzo.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother.
This is the kickoff to the NFL season. Give me the one team. Okay, I got a question for for everybody here. Give me the one team that you're riding, and riding meaning you're going to take them the first 6 weeks of the season because they're going to kick ass, and give me the team that you're fading. Like, oh, I'm going to jump all over them losing.
The Patriots losing, the Bengals winning.
Okay, I'm writing that down.
I would agree with that.
You would agree with that. Would Lambo Calrissian agree with that?
AKA Lambo Belichick, AKA Lambo EA
Ladies
Sports
man.
Madden
Lambo ladies
2025.
man. The NFL
Hey.
is back. Chicago Bears and Houston Texans. Hall of Fame game.
Hey, I did text Lambo.
And what did he say?
He didn't respond.
Maybe he's with Matt Pat.
Oh, mule.
Maybe Lambo and Matt Pat have reunited and it feels so good.
Is that one guy that always talks
Reunited
to you?
and it feels so good. We're dancing on the ceiling. Lionel Richie.
I love Lionel
Hello.
Richie, man.
Huh?
Dude,
I
you
love
know
Lionel
what?
Richie, dog.
Lionel Richie got skills.
I might like people.
Look at Caleb Williams. Look at Caleb Williams. Has he painted his nails tonight?
Yeah, he's sideline gear. He's got sideline gear.
He got his little. Yeah, man. Hey, do you think winning the Heisman Trophy helped him or hurt him as a junior? There's no doubt about that answer, bro.
It hurt him, do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, hurt him.
Well, hold on. So was he eligible to come out that year? That's key.
Yeah.
He should have come out.
So if he came out that year, where would he be the quarterback right now?
They had him one.
He blew it.
So he would be at Carolina.
I mean, still number one. He would have gone to the Panthers.
Yeah.
Maybe that was smart. Maybe
That
Lincoln Riley gave him some good advice.
That reporter, right, has 20-inch friggin' arms. That lady.
Oh, mule. Whoa.
She's got pythons. Is what
Nizzo.
She got bigger arms. She got bigger arms than the first-round draft pick right there.
Nizzo.
She's tougher than him, dude.
I guarantee
Lisa Sawyer.
I guarantee
Gonzaga.
Yo,
she's
Gonzaga. Hey, no, that's Lisa Sawyer. She's longtime NFL sideline.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
She's got 26-inch pythons.
Well,
like Hulk Hogan.
She got some big arms, man.
If I was going to compare them weightlifting notes with Paul and her, I would not talk about what the lifts y'all did. I would ask about the RDL. I say, I bet the RDL could put in some work.
And that's not that's a compliment. That's not like a put down.
Yeah, I ain't trying to be sexist or whatever.
Yeah, dude, look.
Callie Short says, is that Lambo? Callie Shorts, are you Lambo?
And Butthead.
Yo, Nizzo.
Yeah, brother.
Dude, how much of a laugh did you get when you logged on today?
Oh,
I couldn't believe it, bro.
That was awesome. I gotta say, Coach Troy is a fucking. Coach Troy is a savage.
I don't even know if Coach Troy knows.
Hey, Bobby Nizzo, all I saw was the. I didn't even see your face. I saw the blue of your cap. It was like this.
Yeah, I was like this. I couldn't stop laughing, man. It was too funny, man.
Coach Troy Taylor, Your friend was on here. Coach Old School was on here.
Yeah, I
I don't know if you
know.
know that.
I
And
told him he needed to fire Coach Bald and fire Lambeau.
he was trying to do it.
No, not
He
Coach
was
Ball.
looking for him. He was looking for him, right? But Coach, when I got on here,
Not Coach Bald. He
No,
didn't
not
say
Coach
anything
Bald.
about Lambeau. He said not Coach Bald.
I
Not
like
Coach
Lambo.
Bald.
I like Lambo. I don't have nothing against Lambo.
Wody.
But he
Wody,
needs
what's up,
he
Wody
needs to respect
Harambe?
his elders. He needs to respect his elders.
He needs to respect this.
He
What do you
does.
do to guys that don't respect their elders?
Well, it all depends if it's me. But Paul has a lot of restraint, and he's a better man than I am.
What would he be headbutting
well,
your
Bobby,
fist?
is that because Paul could just drive across town? Is that why?
Well,
And
that's
you got to take a
true.
road trip. But
Exactly.
Paul can
Yeah,
just drive his ass across town and take care of business.
exactly. So that's why I respect him for that, for not doing it. You know what I mean?
The one day I remember, Paul didn't need to use his fist. He done used his mouth and whipped his ass with his mouth, bro. He just took him to task on the NFL. I couldn't believe it, man. I was like, what's going on? What's going to happen? And
Dude,
then
I'm telling
Paul put it
look,
on it, bro.
look. Let me tell you something. I don't watch Young and the Restless. I don't watch General Hospital. But if you're gonna come to me with NFL soap opera, you better bring all of your gasoline.
Amen.
Thank you, Bobby Nizzo. You know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about, man. You
no
better
drama.
bring all of your gas
Yep,
because
no drama.
I don't want drama, and I
Nope.
want facts, and you know what, and I can sit here and take a fight. I can take a fight, but you better not just throw some stuff on the wall. No, no.
20,000 views, y'all. Chicago Bears, Texans, Houston Texans, Caleb Williams, CJ Stroud. The NFL is back.
It
Hall of
is.
Fame game,
Yes.
Canton, Ohio.
The NFL just gets better, man. We got more preseason games. This is just a tip of the iceberg. It's a salute to all the Hall of Famers
But the most views we ever got on the live stream for the NBA was 2,000.
Yep. I told mom that today because she knows numbers, and she was like, "Huh? Y'all just did 77,000?" I'm like, "Mom,
That's
That
pretty
was
good.
magic today, man. That was
yeah,
That's pretty
magic.
good.
But hey, let me ask y'all a question. I bet you tomorrow morning there might be even more gas and more fire because now they got something to talk about. You know
yep,
what I mean?
yep,
And they're
yep,
like, man, all that guy did was stand on the sideline looking pretty and chewing gum all night. He ain't
yep."
worth nothing. You know what I mean? Hey, before we go too far afield, who's your favorite? That's a weird question, but who's your favorite Chicago Bear of all time? Of all
Linebacker,
time.
Dick Butkus.
That's an
That's a
easy,
good one.
But Walter Payton, number 2.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
who's number? Okay, so I'm gonna take you. I'm gonna ask you there, referee extreme.
Totem Pole Reed. What's up, Coach Troy?
Totem Pole Reed. What's that,
You're
man?
the best.
Wow, what's up, expert of the whole world of Funko Pops?
Yeah, that kid's
You're
a
an
good kid,
amazing
man.
guy, Funko. I mean, Total
He
Reed.
is. That kid's a good kid, man.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Funko Reed, I'm gonna send you a link, man.
Yeah, get him in here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
enthusiasm
love that.
personified.
I
Yeah,
want to know who's his NFL team if he
I
has
want
one.
I want to know that too.
It might be the favorite Funko Pop NFL player he had. He'd be like, oh, it's definitely whatever.
I got 3 Brady's, 3 Gronks, and 3 Edelmans.
All right, I'm gonna ask Paul. Okay, so but I asked Troy Taylor. Troy Taylor, what is your number 3 and 4 all-time Bears? So you said number 1 was Buckus, number 2 was Sweetness, Walter Payton. Who is 3 and 4?
Mike Singletary. Then Wilbur Marshall.
Oh, I love it. Thank you for going in that direction. That's my county. Thank you.
I got Brown, Walter Payton, and Singletary. Wide receiver Brown. One of the fastest fucking receivers ever, right?
Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Willie
Yep.
Galt.
Willie
Oh,
Galt.
yeah, Willie Gall, too.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'll close it here, and I'll take any of your top guys in my top three. But you know who has to add as
The
number
fridge.
4?
The fridge.
Gale Sayers.
Nope,
No.
Ron
McMahon.
Hanson's comment.
54.
Wow.
54.
Urlacher.
Yes,
I haven't heard that in a long time, that name.
Urlacher with the little barbed
that
wire
was a
caddy.
bad man. Look,
He was a free safety at New Mexico.
you're correct,
Free
He was
safety.
the third safety. He went wherever
sir.
he wanted.
dude.
Hey,
You can't, dude. Urlacher, you can't. I mean, I know there's guys, but Urlacher has to be in every Chicago Bear conversation. I know they didn't win a Super Bowl, and again, they had the cut creator, Jay Cutler, as their quarterback. Dude, he can't help that. But Urlacher, how many teams in the league would Belichick loved Urlacher?
Oh, yeah.
any team.
Oh, yeah.
Holy.
Reed's team is the Green Bay Packers. Reed, I sent you a link. Come on, man.
Wait a minute. Okay, who would you rather have as your starting inside backer? Urlacher or AJ Hawk? AJ Hawk. AJ Hawk.
Okay, come on now. That's
I
not
think
even
Hawk-
a real. That's not even a real thing, man.
I'm just kidding.
Now,
kidding.
listen. That guy was. Isn't it funny how he just? No.
Yep. Go ahead and say it. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's all good.
No, I don't. I mean, I feel you. I feel you, Paul. And I'm just saying, I don't think you can compare those two guys.
I'm not comparing them. I was joking.
Hey,
I love
wait,
AJ Hawk because he's a Packer, but I didn't. I mean, look, AJ Hawk was a top 5 pick. So was Ferrier. Ferrier is a better player than AJ Hawk.
Well,
Barry-
it's funny.
Hold on.
Yeah,
I got the 11s from Troy.
Let's go.
Troy Taylor. Is James Ferrier did James Ferrier have a better career than AJ Hawk?
I don't know, but I like James Ferrier more because he's from Virginia.
What you mean? What? No, okay. Who's a better player, AJ Hawk or Ferrier?
It's hard for me to remember, man, but
I'd take Ferrier.
I'd rather have Ferrier.
I like Hawk.
Okay. You like AJ Hawk?
Hey, I'm not trying to be negative about him. Okay, I'm just saying.
Different times, though.
Like, if I was
No,
gonna look,
that's in the granite 617.
Yes, the Chicago Bears, the Houston Texans,
well, wait a minute.
NFL,
Wait a minute.
ESPN.
If I
back.
was gonna find a middle linebacker for my man in the granite 617, Bobby Nizzo, I would say what guy went to Boston College and kicked the shit out of everybody for a long time.
Luke Kuechly.
What's
I
his
think
name?
Ray Nitschke would have been a good middle linebacker for in the granite 617.
Well, yeah,
No.
Ray Nitschke was tough. But I'm talking about the guy from Chestnut Hill, and he got
Matt.
everybody up for
Yeah,
about
Luke
Howie Long from Charlestown, Mass. That's who I like.
Villanova. He went to Villanova.
We're going to Howie Long's house next.
1 square mile of terror. 1
square mile of terror.
Yeah, Charlestown.
What would you think if you met Howie Long on FaceTime?
I just say salute to you. I respect you, sir. And you got out of that fucking, that 1 square mile of terror without robbing a bank or an armored truck. Good for you, man.
Okay, but all right. So if in the granite 617, if I landed in Boston,
Totem pole read, ladies and gentlemen,
and we got in the Uber, and I said, hey, I got a ride for us. And then when we got out the Uber, we were on the campus of Harvard, and I was hanging out with In the Granite 617. Would you have a good time?
Absolutely. We'd be calling them fucking clowns
Hey,
together.
hey, Paul. Hey, Paul and Bobby Nizzo and Totem Pole Reed and Tori Taylor. We would be living a scene from Goodwill Hunting.
Yes.
Because you know
Absolutely.
Totem
what?
Pole
Hey,
Reed. What kind of shirt you got on there?
I've never seen the movie Goodwill, honey. Goodwill, honey. I seen and like an episode movie of the old cartoon on Cartoon Network, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, and it was called Good Welt Hunting because they were looking for welts that went missing.
Good Welts hunting,
I
huh?
love it.
Welt's like
Yeah.
a tall character. He's like a tall red guy. Like if there was an imaginary friend good at basketball, that'd be him. And he went missing to look for his original owner. His original owner was like an NBA player.
Whoa.
Warning.
And then he has
If
all
live
his
doesn't
friends from
end
the
in the next 5
Foster,
minutes,
imaginary
will be
friend Foster,
completely
and
blocked for
tracking him
inappropriate
down
content.
across
I'm not
country.
believing that.
Why?
I'm not believing that.
It's a Cartoon Network show. Look it up. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
No
It's kind of like
vacation.
the recent movie If. It's
No,
Stop,
I'm
really
talking
will ya?
about it says
inspired
on
by
the
that new Pixar movie Inside Out 2. I got that box lunch. It's a hockey jersey.
that's the sweet
Although
jersey.
I probably
I'm
got it
saying
out
look
of
at the
season.
notification. It says
Why?
warning.
If
Warning.
live doesn't end in the
In the next
next
5
5
minutes
minutes,
will be completely blocked for inappropriate content.
What's the inappropriate content?
I don't know, but I'm not believing that. I think this is a CIA mind trick that has been imposed by Bobby Nizzo by the DC Metro
I don't
Police.
want to chance it.
Okay, we
Hey,
don't.
here you go. Here you go, DC Metro. Fuck you. How's that sound?
Yeah,
Hey, you too. Fuck you too.
I know
Fuck
who
you
that
too,
is.
you two.
That's probably that Smitty 517.
Yeah, he's a rat. Piece of shit.
Yes.
doesn't it
I
kind
got
of
I'm
look
telling my
real
girlfriend that we have been notified that in 5 minutes, warning, if live doesn't end in the next 5 minutes, lives will be completely blocked for inappropriate content.
Go fuck
Now, it's the
yourselves.
Houston Texans, it's the Chicago's Bears, it's the NFL, it's the Hall of Fame game. Caleb Williams, CJ Stroud, in the Granite 617, Totem Pole Reed, Jay Freeman, the man from Seoul, Crystal Ball Paul, the Lieutenant Colonel. We're not going anywhere.
No.
Heck no, we won't
I
go.
just got here, but
You
can I
guys
leave?
are
I
being
don't want to
mean.
get banned.
Actually,
Why are
we're
we
not
being
being mean. Actually, our hearts are filled with love.
Yeah.
Our cup overrunneth.
Hello.
Elizabeth said hi. Big Ed said, "What up, boys?" Big Ed,
Big Ed,
what's
what's
the
happening?
dilly? Yo, this is for you, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth is in the house.
Oh, Shiznat, you see the
Big fumble.
radar there? The weather radar?
No. Did y'all get Lambo to join? No. Lambo is somewhere under a bridge with a sign. Big Ed, what's up, girls? Hey, Big Ed. It's all good, brother. It's 2020. What the HELL, Bobby? Uh-oh.
No,
Big Ed.
HELL
Look,
hockey stick.
Big Ed. Before you start picking on and bullying Bobby Nizzo, please take a look at his YouTube channel in the Granite 617 and see if you're really about that action. Because he's put that action on there. Stop picking on notifications. Elizabeth said laugh out loud. Random said you meanies. Sorry, didn't mean to cuss. It's okay, Big Ed. Elizabeth said laugh out loud. This is Totem Pole Nation. You meanies. Elizabeth, I bet he did. Big Ed. Oh, I didn't know that was his name. It was a Family Guy reference. Good. Random. You meanies. Random. You meanie poops. Look, we believe in all rights for all people, including furries. Totem Pole Reed. Do furries have rights?
You have the right to be cuddled.
They have the right to be cuddled. That is a
Because
great
they're
answer.
furry.
Say what?
Because they're furry.
Because they're furry. Can we get another appearance of Coach Old School? No. Coach Old School had to go to the hospital. He said that Totem Pole has gone down the drain and that he couldn't take it anymore. Random said you diarrheas, even zoophiles. Now, Totem Pole Reed, you guys exploded with diarrhea earlier. Yes, we did. What did I just join? The Wild Haggis. Do whatever they want. It's not right to decide. All the power to them. Elizabeth laugh out loud. Totem Pole Reed. It's the Chicago Bears versus the Houston Texans. You said you were a Green Bay Packer fan. When is the next show?
Show what?
The
Funko
next
Pop.
Funko Pop show.
On August 4th.
So there's no show this weekend.
Yes, there is. August 4th. August 4th. This weekend.
This weekend is August 4th?
Sunday,
It's August
right?
now. It's August 1st.
Okay, good. Hey, yo, Jay, you looking cute. DJ Danny. DJ Danny said, hey, yo, you looking cute. Matt Super Chat. Poo Poo. PP Wiener Butt. Random. You butthole is massive. Well, Random, I'm glad you noticed. Big Hattis, you Americans are strange creatures. Yes, we are. Thank you for watching. This is Totem Pole Nation. We love the Chicago Bears. We love the Houston Texans. We love the NFL. We love Funko Pops, and we love furries. Elizabeth, I'm dying. Be
And we
careful.
like the Indianapolis Colts.
Say what?
We like the Indy Colts.
Yes, I do. I like the Indianapolis Colts, and I like AR-15, Anthony Richardson.
The AR-15.
What's AR-15?
Carter Such says, fly, Eagles, fly. Your fly, Eagles, fly from earlier. Do you have pink eye from smearing your diarrhea in your eyes? No. I'm a Pats
You got
fan.
diarrhea mouth?
I
Yo,
think
diarrhea-
Jay Freeman, are you okay?
Bobby
Diarrhea keyboard,
Nizzo,
fuck a warrior.
Bobby Nizzo is feeling froggy and he wants to jump.
Jay
I
Freeman
like the
is
lead.
in it. Jay Freeman is in another. He's Jay Freeman might be on a astronaut
No,
boat
bro.
or something.
No, bro.
I'm a
I'm
Pats
just laughing.
fan.
I'm just laughing.
It's funny,
Big Ed
yeah.
said,
Coach Freeman is in a good mood. So is Coach
Yeah.
Paul.
I'm a Pats fan. I say they go 6-10 this year, especially if it's the new coach, Gerard Mayo. That lack of discipline will show after a few games. Lambeau said that the Patriots are going to have more discipline this year with Gerard Mayo as the coach than they did last year with Bill Belichick. That's coming directly from Lambeau, and Crystal Ball Paul doesn't know what he's talking about. The Big Hottest, why do you call it football if you're using your hands? That's a good question. We should ask Alonzo
That is a
Stagg.
valid question, Big Ed.
And why do they call it soccer?
I mean, random.
And
No, I'm sorry, Wild Haggis. You're right. That's a good question.
Is that Marcellus Wiley? Yes, it is. Random. The guy on the top is opening his mouth. Big Ed, you got some trolls. You have to police the chat. We actually like trolls because the
like
trolls
trolls.
help the algorithm. The trolls have brought us today, just today, almost 100,000 views. Bobby Nizzo is shaking his head. I need to
the
stop
Trolls
laughing.
sing good
No,
music.
because dude, Nizzo, I've never seen this. Okay, continue. I've never seen Nizzo and Jay Freeman. They're in their zones. They love it.
Big Ed said fair enough.
Locked in, brother.
Yes. What were you
Yep.
saying, Totem Pole Reed?
Totem Pole Reed's the man.
The troll from the Ant-Man movie sing good music, so bring them on.
Yes!
Bring
The
them
Wild
on.
Haddis.
Bring
Why
them
not?
on.
Collecting to the extreme.
To the extreme.
Yes.
Amen.
The Wild Haddis. Why not just call it rugby or handball? We call it whatever we want because we're America. And this is our game. And if anybody wants some, they can come get it. And we will light up your world like the what?
Like
Hey.
a Christmas tree.
Hey, listen. Hey, football is descended
Like an
from rugby.
Olympic torch in the opening game.
That's a promise.
We have lasers and we want to use them. We want to use them. Your guys have huge noses. We have
Yeah.
huge noses? Wow,
Hands
random.
of stone, not hands of granite, not stone.
Are you guys all grandpas? Yes. Preach. Who won
Not
Coach
yet.
Troy? Laugh out loud like the moon.
I don't even have a girlfriend.
That's okay. That's good. You don't need a girlfriend. You're too young. But look, breaking news. Mike Trout out for the season with a torn meniscus again. They crowned this guy the GOAT before he even hit 500 home runs. Everybody talks about Mike Trout. Chicago Bears, the Houston Texans, Caleb Williams, CJ Stroud, the NFL's back, ESPN, Big Ed, being from the Boston area. Hold on, Big Ed. Big Ed is from Boston?
Yep.
Being from the Boston area, I'm a master heckler. Take pride in my heckling skills. Well, they said that the fans of Philadelphia, this is what Howard Shotsky told me earlier, that the fans of Philadelphia are the most sportsmanlike, loving, and kind fans in all of professional sports. Random, you guys are so old, like wrinkly, you need loads of skin core. Well, Random, maybe your mama can help me. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
can we
pretty
borrow
sure I
some
know
for
her
a
or I
road trip?
knew her. And tell her to hit me up. Random. Apply some on your toilet too. Random. Look, come get your mama, put her on the live stream, and she's going to fall in love 5 times in one night. Yeah. And the 5 guys right here, we will relieve her of her misery. Okay.
Yo, mama.
Elizabeth, Mike Trout was really good, though. Yeah. Carter, true. Carter, Such, you're the best. This is for you, Carter.
Hey,
Is legit. Do you recommend any Botox places? Yes, St. Pete Rejuvenate.
Absolutely.
Pete Rejuvenate can help your mama and your daddy and your other dad. Mm-hmm. You're the guy, my 2 dads. Elizabeth, laugh out loud. My mom likes fit people. Oh yeah? Well, your mom likes a lot of guys from what I hear. The Wild Haddis. Hey, fun fact. We Scots are the reason you guys have TVs, golf, and you're Navy. Well,
Shout out to Scotland.
shout out to Scotland, but did y'all even beat the English?
made a good movie though.
You mean TV series.
Zombie.
Hey, go look up the monument in Charlestown. It's a big middle finger to the UK.
Your mom
That's what
doesn't
that
like
is.
obesity. Sure, she don't. That's why she was on 500-pound life.
And I like the UK.
That's right, Random. Look us up.
Yeah.
Look us up.
Yeah.
Your mama wouldn't say obesity. Your mama would say, I love you. Yes, wouldn't she, Bobby Nizzo?
Yes, she would.
Scotland lost the Battle of Culloden, I think.
Random, you killing bro it tonight. Thank you. Evelyn Williams. Hello, my child asked me to join. Thank you very much, Evelyn. Who is your child? Random. Hey, mommy, she joined. Hey, mama. Big Ed. Random. Are you kidding me? She's the poster child. Hey, Sweet Pie. I think she's talking to Totem Pole Reed. Evelyn Williams.
Oh, look at that, Totem Pole Reed.
Yes. Hey, Sweet Pie. The Wild Haggis. Bro, don't bring that up. It's sensitive matter. Dude, I don't know what I brought up, but Chicago Bears, the Houston Texans, the NFL Hall of Fame, the NFL is back. ESPN, ABC. We are excited. Totem Pole Nation, this has been a record-setting day. Elizabeth, not someone mom coming on to back up her son. Laugh out loud. Yes, Elizabeth, that's Totem Pole Nation. And Bobby Nizzo is feeling froggy tonight. Wants to jump. When was the last time, Bobby, that you have been in a street fight?
2 summers ago.
And how did that go for the other guy?
Not too good. Not too good at all.
During COVID.
12 rounds. 12 rounds this morning too, with a heavyweight, middleweight, and a cruiserweight.
I love these night streams. Elizabeth says she loves these night streams. But Totem Pole Reed wanted to know, how many fights have you been in since COVID?
Just one.
Random. Ask my mom if she's going to fall in love with you. You don't have to ask her. She already has. Don't you know who your daddy is? Random. Thank you for making my night. You're the best. You're why we do it, because you're random. Is your name Hutch?
We love haters.
Do you have a crush on me? Right? Are you a stalker? What was that movie with Sharon Stone, Bobby Nizzo?
Fatal Attraction.
Fatal Attraction.
Do you have a fatal attraction with me, random? Or are you just a random? You picked the right name. You're a random for a random. We'll make you famous.
Average.
And your mama famous. Elizabeth.
I'll make you famous.
and then I'll make you nameless. Where's that how it goes, Bobby?
Better pack a lunch.
I'm dying from laughing. We beat them. When's the last time you guys shaved your bunghole? Hey, look, dude. Look, it's 2025. Whatever you do is fine with me. Use Nair. Use whatever you want, dude. You know, it's all good, brother. I don't judge anybody for what they do. Who won the game?
I use my weed whacker to shave your butthole.
There you go.
Random.
Who won the game? Evelyn Williams says, what has my child got me into? I don't know. We have a lot of trolls here. Evelyn Williams. But Bobby Nizzo is an enforcer. Elizabeth said, laugh out loud. Big Ed said, let's go. Forget the comments. Let's talk some football. Go ahead, shoot. Random. It's 2024. You dementia. Random.
We love you, Random. It's all good. Right?
You're random.
Yep.
But if you come in here and you say the wrong thing, Bobby Nizzo may end up having you headbutt his fist and the bottom of his Timberlands. Chi-Town fans, can I hear you guys say Bears on top?
The Bears. Let's go.
Need the weed whacker to shave? Yeah. Random, I don't love you. Well, you're on our stream. So think about that for a second.
Yeah.
You're wasting your time watching us because you're a hater. You're a troll.
Think about that one. Really good.
You're a troll, so sing, Mr. Random.
Where did you go, Totem Pole Reed? I can't see you.
He's got just audio, Coach.
We don't care if you don't love us.
Then why are you watching us?
Exactly.
Because you're like Sharon Stone in that movie, but I'm not Michael Douglas.
Shh.
And see that guy on the top right? He's like the Candy Man. He's like Freddy Krueger. His two favorite things is fighting and torture. Yes, look at him. Bears on top. You guys are weird and have scared my child. Hey.
Oh, no. We're not scaring children.
You know, Evelyn, I appreciate you.
Wu-Tang is for the children.
Big Ed, how's that kid look, the quarterback for Houston? How's he looking and how's that team?
They look pretty good. The Bears look better. That's all.
They had one of those kickoffs again, and the kickoff returner got hit pretty hard this time. It didn't look like their great plan was working very good.
weather delay. I told you guys about that Doppler radar.
What's up with Troy Aikman? Has his color changed since the beginning? Because I thought he was gold earlier. Evelyn Williams says, "Don't scare my child." Okay, thank you very much, Evelyn Williams. And random. Ugh, my mother bear is coming out.
You have every
Wow,
right.
dude.
You
You
have every
guys,
right.
y'all are bots. Y'all are bots. And it's all good. You know, we know that we're
Your
under
mom's a robot.
investigation. Huh?
Punch
Random
it, yeah.
mom's a robot.
Hmm.
You guys scared me. After talking
Chicago
all that
Bears.
crap, now we
Cali
scare
dude,
you?
who dat? Elizabeth, we know you're a real person. Cali
Yeah.
Bears. I mean, Chicago Bears, the Houston Texans. Look at Julius Peppers. Look at his rows. You're not impressed. My girlfriend is not impressed with Julius Peppers' cornrows. Julius Peppers, I am impressed with going to get quarterbacks. I watched the boy, the YouTuber who does skits about football, the Master Fowler. Thank you. Yes, he's retired. He made it to the NFL Hall of Fame. Are the Boston Celtics really Irish? Can you answer that, Bobby Nizzo?
Does it look like they're Irish? Like honest,
They're
honestly, does it
Irish.
look
It's
like they're
that
Irish?
bar in Boston from Cheers is from has bricks from Dublin, Ireland.
Yeah, we have a lot of Irish in Boston. That's very true. Very true. The most Irish actually in any state. Most Italian too.
Shay Freeman, how do you feel about this
Actually,
preseason game, the Hall of Fame game, the Chicago Bears versus the Houston Texans, and football is back? Canton, Ohio.
Yes, Canton, Ohio. Right? What do you call that? The cradle of football, right? I mean, that's the Hall of Fame of the NFL. And
Shame
I
on
was like,
you for selling your children.
Yes.
I always love it when you ever watch the movie called Night at the Museum and all the
Yes.
stuff comes to life at nighttime? I always think about, isn't it cool if all those busts are talking to each other at nighttime? All those old great NFL players, all those old ghosts are getting together and they're remembering games that they played together. You know what I mean? Like I always think about this time of year,
no
y'all,
one's
as
messing with your kid.
the acceptance speeches. You know what I mean? That brings tears to your eyes. You
I'm
know what I
going for a
mean?
tunnel.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, so
Bobby Nizzo is going to make another family disappear here in a minute.
Oh my God.
Elizabeth, Coach Troy, the man from Soul, and Bobby Nizzo are both candy mans. Yes. We know who y'all are, okay? And I know y'all know me, and I know you love me, and you're obsessed with me. So thank you for coming on here, because y'all come on here under different names all the time. But we're totem pole. We're the low man on the totem pole. And I'm not going to change.
Nope.
But you shouldn't change. You should
We're
just
not
keep
going to
doing what you're
change for
doing.
anybody. Because we do what's right. We do our best. We treat people how we want to be treated. And it doesn't matter if it's Evelyn Williams or John Williams or Random Williams or Mike Williams or John Williams or Trent Williams. If you want to
Or
step
Ricky
up,
Williams.
or Ricky Williams, you're going to step up. You're going to get beat where, Bobby Nizzo?
Where the sun don't shine.
Yeah. Wild Hattis, if you had to rate a team on the name or logo, what would you rate the what? Hey, look.
Rate a team on the name or
I'm
logo. What will you rate the highest?
Yeah, I don't know.
Whose logo?
Are you
What do
saying
you,
who's got the coolest mascot
yeah,
and the
who's got
coolest
the best
logo?
logo? Yeah, I think
Right.
that's what we mean.
I would
The
say that the greatest logo is probably the most simple logo. and that's the Dallas Cowboys star, and I'm a Redskin fan.
Tampa
I like
Bay's
the
pretty
Raiders.
cool uniform.
I like the Raiders.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
And I'm a
You,
Patriots.
The
you look like you would
Raiders.
be a Raiders fan. You look like you
The
could play for
Raiders.
the Raiders.
I like the Raiders.
Y'all crazy if y'all trolling as a husband and wife. Justin Medley, the Terminator here. And Justin Medley, are you still over the crib? If so, get Paul's phone because I know Paul has passed out.
Mr.
It's
Melly, what's
sleeping.
happening, brother? The Terminator. What's
Coach
happening,
Troy
brother?
lit Bobby Nizzo loose on the Williams bots. Yes, Bobby Nizzo has done a great job of showing restraint.
And being nice.
Howard Shotsky threatened someone today that he was going to punch them, that he was going to put them sleeping with the fishes. Yes, that's what Howard Shotsky said. The Ravens logo is good. Reed Eaton, Totem Pole Nation has the greatest logo. Wow. Totem Pole Reed, that means the world to me. The Master Fowler, the Cowboys are the best. Master Fowler, y'all obese and actually fat. Well, John
No,
Williams,
there's no one fat here. No one's fat here.
that ain't what your wife said. Justin Medley, no, I'm at the house. Are you covering your face because you're laughing? Justin Medley, no, I'm at the house and I don't know what he's doing. You do know what he's doing, dude. He's passed out. He fell asleep on the phone talking to me today. Like, you know your brother. My wife also thinks you're fat. Dude, thank you for commenting. Someone farted. Yes, I think they did. And it smells like
Bullshit.
rotten eggs. Yes. Bobby Nizzo, are you excited about the NFL season? Are you excited about your action?
Yes, I am. Coach Troy, absolutely, brother.
Hey, can I tell you a different reason why I'm excited?
Why?
Yeah,
It's
of course you
because and this is true confessions. I mean, I remember back in 1999 how they used to say 1-900 true confessions.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember.
Well, you know how
I-
you said Paul fell asleep? I had a homeboy of mine to call 1-900 true confessions, and he must have been doing some work on the phone, and he fell asleep, bro.
He really fell asleep.
For
Coach
all that
Paul?
cost on the phone, right?
Coach
Anyway,
Paul ain't asleep. There's no way he's asleep.
Killer
hey,
Shih Tzu's trying to
but
bite
here's
him.
the one thing I was trying to say. I don't know what I'm having my volume, y'all.
No,
I
you
can
will.
hear you.
We can hear you, brother.
All right, hold on. All right, so here's the one thing I want to tell y'all. Hey, I don't watch as many NFL games as you guys think, especially during football season, right? During high school football season. Because I'd be busy. I'd be grinding on the film. I'd be watching Huddle. I'd be breaking down film. I'd be grinding. And I always tell people, I say, man, I got time for that. Right? But when you guys are here, right? Does that make sense? If I'm watching it with you guys, with Total Pole Nation, with Paul Medley and Coach Troy Taylor and the Randy Goat, Coach Goat, and maybe Howard Shotsky will show up, and maybe Lambo will show up too. I'm not
It
sure.
would be good.
But you know what I mean? But it's people to watch it with. And, you know, like, I got to be real with you guys. I don't got so many people to watch it with. So I'm excited by that.
Well, you're welcome here. You're a good man, Coach Freeman. And I think Coach Troy and Coach Bald and Coach Paul would all agree the same thing. It would say the same exact thing.
The Wild Hatter said, are you guys excited for the Olympics? No. We're
No,
excited for
I
pro
don't watch
football.
the Olympics no more.
We're done with the Olympics.
Yep.
Okay? The Olympics are there for one reason, and that's to get the world to watch the NFL and the NBA. And I am convinced. And they're trying to get us to watch the Olympics. That's a waste of time.
Yep.
I hate to say it, but this is pro football. This is American football.
Pro football.
This is America's game.
Yep.
The right back to go use the restroom. Thank you, Master Fowler. Coach Troy, name a car for an edit. A Lambo. All black Lamborghini. What year, Bobby Nizzo? You're shaking your head.
I like Lambos, but I like Ferraris, Bella.
You like Ferraris better.
Yep. I would say a black Lambo or a dark blue or a Kelly green.
Look at this guy.
What's the name of your dog, Coach Troy Taylor?
Toby.
Oh, I like Toby.
You could eat a dog?
No, not to eat her.
No, that's what the dude's saying in the freaking comments. You gotta control your kids, man. My kids would never talk that shit online.
Yes. Somebody said in the chat that little guy, that little dog that guy has is so juicy I could eat it.
That's
Yeah, but dude, you're a troll. You're a troll.
You're a bot.
You're a clown.
Yeah,
You're a clown.
You're a Chinese or a Russian troll.
You're
or
a clown. Yeah, the beat nuts. You're a clown. How do they say it?
You're a clown.
You're a clown. Your mama watches us every morning and every night before she goes to bed. Yes. Figure that out. Yes. Totem Pole Nation. The Houston Texans and the Chicago Bears. Is the game over with?
No, it's just on the weather
rain delay.
Rain
delay. Good gosh. They can just end this game.
No, but it's good for us because it lets it go longer and longer. It's positive. Hey,
yes, and we're creating content.
That's right, Coach Troy Taylor and Bobby Nizzo and the rest of Totem Pole Nation. Let me ask you guys a question about football. Football question. How many times have you had a severe weather event like this that caused you to have a stoppage in your game? And did it impact the outcome of the game? Do you remember a time like that? Because I have an example I can tell you guys.
I can think of twice and no, it didn't affect it because we won both of them.
The Patriots and Raiders, the snow.
Justin Medley says, get him, Bobby Nizzo. The Terminator is taking the pit bull off the chain. He's saying attack. How do you feel when the Terminator allows you off the chain and tells you to attack?
I like the Terminator, so I'd attack, but what am I going to attack? The screen?
Yes, bunch of tough guys.
Yeah.
So what happened in your situation?
Keyboard warriors.
All right, well, it was like a kickoff classic game. And it was at the University of Washington Stadium, at Husky Stadium. So it was a big deal, right? There was a TV there, and we were at Auburn High School, Auburn Trojans, and with great Hall of Fame coach Gordon Elliott, a great guy.
So it was
and
a college
we went
game.
down. No, it was high school, but
high school.
It was like a kickoff classic. It was like all the best teams. Like there was like 3 games that day. We were like the first one. And it was at the Husky Stadium. It was a big deal, right? And so we play this team from Coach Taylor probably knows the guy. It's called the left coast wing T, the west coast wing T. It's a certain style of offense the guy runs. And I think it's called Evergreen it's down south of us. And anyway, we were kicking there. We were giving it to him pretty good, right? We were giving it to him. And then the bad lightning came, right? Like really bad lightning, really heavy rain. They stopped the game. They brought us inside. And they were a good staff. You know what I mean? Like obviously they were a good football staff because we were just give it to them in the first half or whatever before the lightning. But then they went in there and made some adjustments, right? They made some adjustments and we ended up losing the game. It was a close game. But it was funny because, momentum, bro. Nobody ever wants to talk about momentum. When you're – and Bobby Nizzo will probably tell you about this. Bobby Nizzo, how many times have you been hammering a guy, had a guy on the ropes, and he got saved by the bell? He got saved by the bell, and he was able to fight some more. That's what happened in this game. if that lightning, if that rain hadn't happened, we would have run those guys off the field, man. We would have killed them.
A few times, just a few times. But yeah, it happens a lot. Saved by the Bell. It always happens in boxing and the UFC too, and mixed martial arts. Happens a lot.
The Wild Hattis wants to know, is Bobby Nizzo Italian?
30% Sicilian. Yep. 60% Irish. And 10% German.
What a great combination.
That's a good combination.
You are a real American.
All American.
You're 100% American.
100% American. Born
Can
here.
I ask Wild Haggis a question?
Yes.
Course,
So,
yeah.
Wild Haggis, even though we say we don't like the Olympics, I bet that all of us that are actively on Totem Pole Nation would probably like to go to the Highland Games. Isn't that what you like to do in Scotland? You like to do a Highland Games, a little bit of bagpipes, a little bit of a kilt, like hammer tosses and stuff like that, and picking up the heavy balls, like the heavy rocks, and put them on the. Isn't that what they kind of do with the Scottish Games?
Sure,
Hey, that's
yeah.
awesome.
Like
Hey,
that.
do you know how
That's
much
very cool.
better that is than the Olympics? The Olympics
He's right.
sucks compared to the Highland Games.
Yeah, I'd rather
Everybody
watch
would want
Highland.
to see that. The Olympics just sucks totally.
I hate pooping in public.
You agree with that, old Mr. Troy Taylor? Highland Games?
The Highland Games is where they do all the Celtic stuff, isn't it?
Scottish. Scotland.
Scottish. I don't know the difference between Scottish and Celtic or none of that.
UK is Scotland, England, and the UK. So
And Wales.
It's divided into three.
Wales, too.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
basically
Wales.
they just
I'm sorry.
drew a
So
line
it's
and said,
Wales,
these guys are
Wales,
the good
England,
guys,
and
these guys are
Scotland.
the bad guys.
It's the UK. That's right. You're right.
Yeah. I mean, they did the same thing they always do. They just draw a line and say, you guys are good and you guys are bad. Then they just make them hate each other and fight and kill each
I
other.
like Scotland.
You like Scotland.
Yeah, they're savages. Those people.
They're
And that's a compliment.
Hey,
Celtic-
that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool that I got about 50% Irish in me, and Bobby Nizzo got about 60% Irish in him. I kind of like that a little bit.
Yeah, I like that too.
The Wild Hattis says Celtic culture and language group.
Yep.
The Celtic.
The Celtic.
Yeah.
Celtic.
We have gone over 100,000 today. 75 this morning, 25 tonight. We've gone over 100,000 views for Totem Pole Nation.
Outstanding.
Great job.
Outstanding.
Hey, wait till
Yes.
the regular season. Maybe we'll have like 100,000 in here during regular season.
On one stream.
Yep.
And we
every
need
stream.
it,
Every
but-
stream.
But Coach Troy Taylor, I think part of it for me too, for us or whatever, is that I need to. Some of it needs to be a pre-publicity on some of these other platforms. You know what I'm saying? Like a little bit of Facebook, a little bit of Instagram, a little bit of X called Twitter, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and you give them a little teaser action. Hey, man.
Are you streaming it to Coach Freeman's
yes, sir.
group?
All the places.
That's cool. That's smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
But I don't know. We'll see. Hey, anyway, I'll tell you guys something else. My son came over to see me. He's real smart with stuff. And he got me on my Instagram and my other stuff for my big group. So
I gotta talk to your
uh,
son soon. Really soon.
Well, Bobby, I was hoping you were on here because I wanted you guys to talk to each other face to face.
Yeah,
But I told him, I said, man, you better be ready to collaborate with Bobby Nizzo, man. I said, that's awesome.
He's ready. He's ready. He's definitely ready. He's definitely ready.
He's ready and willing.
No question. He's ready. I'm telling you, that kid's original, man. He's got his original style.
Well,
I love
enjoyed
original.
meeting. Thank you. He sure enjoyed meeting old Coach today.
Yeah, Coach
He got a
Old
kick
School.
out of that.
Coach Old
cool.
School.
That was cool.
Yeah, he got a kick out of that today.
Coach Old School and the what's it called? The oldest ref.
The crazy referee.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, man. I gotta admit that was pretty cool.
Coach Troy Taylor, did you know that referee is the one that blinded that one guy? He blinded him.
Yeah, I know. He says it was self-defense. They kicked me out of games. They called 2 penalties with 1 flag.
It was Orlando Brown. It was Zeus.
Yeah, kick me out of the game.
Hey,
That's what they do.
You know what? Hey, he put me in the penalty box.
I know he kicked both of y'all out. I was watching with 1
It was
flag.
tough.
Yeah,
Smash
then he
that
gave.
like button, people.
I mean,
Smash
it's
that
like
like
fighting
button.
against the cops, man. The fun fact: the Highland Games done in America is from the Highland Scots, from Scottish Highlands that went to America in the
I'll be
late
right back, guys.
1700s. Yes, sir. We
I'll be
have
right back.
Highland Springs, and they're like mascot is like a Scottish dude with a, like a bagpipes. Highlands. Fun fact: the Highland Games in America. Right now, this stream is at 25.8 thousand people watching the Chicago Bears and the Houston Texans. The NFL is back. The return of the NFL 2024. Caleb Williams, CJ Stroud. Talk about the coaches and talk about the styles of offensive line play for the Texans and the Bears.
Well, I got to be real with you about something. I would love to give you a good answer on that question. But
Yeah.
because it's a rain delay right now, Coach Troy Taylor,
Yeah.
I'm going to take a little different direction. Is that okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about Will Anderson.
Yeah.
Will Anderson, Defensive Rookie of the Year for the NFL last year out of the Houston Texans. Is that all right, Coach Troy Taylor? The
Yeah.
thing about that guy is a young, I call those guys young lions. Young lions. Because all that guy does is go hunt. And he's great at going to get the quarterback. Comes out of Alabama. He's another Florida guy, like you were asking about Derrick Henry. And he goes and kills those quarterbacks. And so that's the interesting thing about tonight. Whenever I get to watch a young stud like that, a young player, and you see how's his development. Is he hitting those milestones for the second year development? You know what I mean? Coach Troy Taylor, what do you think about this game today? Like you see, we've had a little inertia here. We got a rain delay. We got bad weather coming through. What would you do in your experience to keep the guys calm, to keep the guys focused? How do
I
you
would
handle
not worry
that for a
about it
night
being
like tonight?
focused. I wouldn't worry about it being focused right now. I just let them just hang out, man, have a good time. And I'd be hanging out with the coaches, having a good time. And, just let the guys play who are trying to make the team. And the rest of the guys just hang out, be with each other.
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry too much about keeping them focused. I mean,
well, no, I mean, they got to warm up again. It's preseason. Who cares? You know what I mean? It's whatever.
I would
right?
just let the strength staff do that. I would just let everybody hang out, They're all having fun, man. The fans there want the game to continue. The rest of the people probably want the game to be over with. The Wild Hatters said, if you had your best American football team and your best Scottish rugby team, who would win? Americans.
And Haggis, that's not meant to be disrespectful to you because you know what I mean?
No.
Like it's not meant to be disrespectful.
Not at all.
It's one factor. It's one factor, and I don't be disrespectful. I would say that our country is so large and we have such a wide range of different talented young people that we could really field a great team. If we put everybody together like that, it would be crazy.
Is it lightning or something?
But hey, I want to tell you, my son played rugby.
I think they're calling the game.
Yeah, they terminated it.
I'm glad somebody's paying attention over there.
Oh, it's me. Sorry.
No.
And we'll give you the touchdowns that we saw here. We're backup quarterbacks. We're really strong.
Shut down, huh?
Yeah, nobody cares. They got their
21
TV.
to 17.
They got their TV revenue. How about golf then? Yeah, I love golf. We got Tiger Woods. We got Jack Nicklaus.
How about John Daly?
We got John Daly. I like John Daly, man. Yeah, this one's over with, man. Coach, we're going to do it again tomorrow morning.
Yes, sir. Let's go get it.
Let's get it,
Have a
brother.
great one.